This is a HeadGum podcast.
Hello and welcome to the introduction for Podcast But Outside, episode 210. Recorded this with my pal Carey O'Donnell, very funny comedy guy, writer, podcaster. He hosts the Sexy Unique podcast based on the Vanderpump Rules universe. This is one of the best episodes of our show ever. The guests are just truly amazing, really inspirational. We talk to people who are really trying to create good in the world. We talk to a guy who's searching for his long-lost brother. And we talk to a guy who was so bizarrely cosmic and felt like a mirage that I'm not even sure we really ever spoke to him at all. I'm here under a bridge, which they recommend as the best place to record an intro for a podcast. No one's done it yet, but music this week is by Kasper Jenson. He lives in Denmark. He made us this song. It's the first piece of music he's ever made. He's just a guy with a guitar who likes other languages. If you want to make us a theme song, keep it short, under 40 seconds. Send it to podcastbutoutside@gmail.com. And I may use it a year and a half later, like I am doing here with Kasper's. Thank you for continuing to watch or listen to this show. It means the world to me. I'm working hard to make this as good as I can. I've got some truly amazing guest co-hosts lined up over the next coming couple months. I'm going to be traveling again internationally. I'm going to be going back to Japan because my last trip got cut short because I broke my back. I'm going to do some episodes there in small, weird towns around the country. Rest in peace, Cole. Enjoy the episode. It's truly a fantastic one. It's long. It's longer than most because the guests just kept coming. The hits kept coming. Enjoy. Bye-bye.
Podcast, pero afuera. Podcast, aber draußen. Podcast, mehr than fun. Podcast, more about it. It's all over the world. It's a podcast but outside.
Hello and welcome to Podcast But Outside. Oh, someone's behind the camera person trying to... My name is Andrew Michon. This is the world's first podcast. I'm here with guest co-host Carey O'Donnell.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm so happy to be here.
I'm so happy you're here. We're on Hollywood Blvd. Oh, show this, by the way. This has been the most active star
Mark
we could
Anthony.
Ever imagine. Every single person.
This is a real Willem Dafoe. Katharine Hepburn.
But Mark Anthony gets the most
yeah.
love.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
He's huge.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with him at all.
J-Lo's ex.
Oh, is that true?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God.
Father of her kids.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Huh.
Huge pop star.
I had no idea J-Lo was ever married.
Oh, she's been married.
I'm kidding. It's like the most famous thing that she's obsessed with getting married. This is the
know
world's first podcast. We have a sign on our table that says, "Hi, please be a guest on our podcast. We'll pay you $1." If you could just say smiley face with me at the same time, just smiley face. Yes, okay. Because on the last episode, because my former co-host Cole Hirsch, he did die, unfortunately, in the realm of the show. He's dead.
Oh, okay.
And people were upset that we didn't have people didn't say smiley face at the same time.
Right.
Co-host, because you're just a guest co-host and you don't know the rules.
He's passed.
He is passed. Yeah, he is
Okay.
dead. He might come. His spirit might haunt us at some point.
I think a lot of spirits are haunted.
Oh
right
yeah,
now.
yeah. So we're
Christmas in Hollywood.
Christmas in Hollywood, like the idea of the type of American family that would come to Hollywood Boulevard for Christmas vacation.
Yeah.
It's a little dark. There's something demonic about that family.
That, and I think it's also a lot of people not from America.
Yeah,
like Eastern European
Which,
people.
I mean, automatically, if you're not from America, you're a bit demonic, you know?
Yeah, truly.
Just kind of like
in this day and age.
By default.
Yeah.
You gotta be from here. Where are you from originally?
New Jersey.
New Jersey.
Outside.
Do you identify with that
I
culturally?
identify as Jersey, and then I'm from 10 minutes outside of Philadelphia.
Oh,
so I say the Philly area.
Oh, people love Mark Anthony. It's
Right?
crazy.
I mean, this is really the discovery of the day.
I mean, he was here waiting for me, and he said like every single person who walked by who was tanner than me was taking pictures of that thing.
I did walk by. I didn't realize Trump's star is right across from Diddy.
Really?
They're in like the same
area.
same zone.
Wow, and they probably went to a lot of parties together on Epstein's Island.
Yes.
We'll probably get arrested in 2 months for saying that.
Yeah. when the purge happens.
When the purge happens.
Yeah.
Carey hosts a really popular podcast based on Vanderpump Rules, which just had a huge shakeup, no?
It did. They're no longer with us. They're all dead.
They're all dead. Yeah, actually similar. But they're getting rid of everyone except for the one guy who did our show. What's that guy who's
Peter.
like Peter?
I can't believe I forgot he did your show.
Peter was on
that's
our
because
show.
That's because he's still managing Sir.
I know, but I ran into, do you know Ann Maddox?
Yeah.
I ran into her at a party the day. I don't know her at all, but a friend introduced me. She's like in the comedy world.
She was big on
Vanderpump Rules, right?
She was Sandoval's assistant.
That's so funny.
Which is so crazy.
It was really funny talking to her. Have you ever met her?
No, but I always assumed, I feel like she was like a plant.
She wasn't. She was just his assistant and wasn't planning to be on camera. Okay. And then they were like, "Oh, you're really funny. Do you want to be on camera?"
Yeah. Well, she was sort of a great foil.
Yeah,
for attention. Yeah. And she was very charming.
Yeah.
But I was always like, she's in the CIA.
Because she's too good at this.
I was just like, who is this person? But then I realized she was like in like Groundlings.
She's just like an improv comedian who like happened to have a weird job that pushed her into the spotlight. But she says now she's like that's her thing. Like people know her from that show.
Oh, it's and she was also like Ariana really liked her. So I think Ariana is such a mega star now that I'm sure all that crossover for Anne.
The party that I met her at the other day was at the UCB holiday party, which is in the same parking lot as Schwartz and Sandy's.
Yeah.
And I was like, if you went over there, would people freak out? And she's like, yeah. People would know her. Yeah, it's so funny.
They're all going down.
What made you so obsessed with Vanderpump Rules specifically?
Well, I think when I was living in New York, I really didn't really have a concept of LA. So I always kind of thought LA was downtown LA on the beach.
Oh,
I thought that's what the city looked like.
And then, hey, how are you? Oh, okay, I really like all those groceries. Hey, you want to sit down and talk to us? You want to chat? We just interview you about anything.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we'd love to talk to you. If you're interested, you don't have to.
Well, I mean, yeah, I might as well.
Come on, yeah. You look like an interesting guy. I love your outfit. Just have a seat here, and I'll set it all up for you. I promise there's no trick. We're not trying to trick you in any way. I love your bag of produce.
Your bushel.
It's a really good look. Just speaking of this, and let us know your name, first of all.
Okay, I'm Richard.
Richard, how are you?
I'm doing okay.
Are you just coming from the grocery store?
Yes, I am, yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I see you have some fresh beets under there?
Yes, I do.
What's the plan with those beets?
Well, just go ahead and get some kind of nutrients and vitamins.
Oh, just for yourself. But how are you going to cook
them? For real.
Yeah?
Right here in Hollywood.
Yeah? You spend a lot of time in this neighborhood?
Yes, I do. And I'm telling you, something real right here in Hollywood, okay?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
You are my shining star. Look at the stars all down there, up and down on the sidewalk.
Yes.
That's pretty real.
Yes.
That's pretty real.
And
it's a little loud.
Roaring.
Oh,
too.
wow. The whole crew.
They're back.
Very loud.
You outpowered the motorcycles, Richard. I like that.
All right.
Tremulous.
Yeah.
So where are you from originally?
All the way out here from Michigan. Yes.
Okay. What brought you to California?
The really, and they're so tall and really, they look soft.
The palm trees?
But they're actually, yes, that's what brought
That's
me
what brought
here
you?
Because with them, you know it's going to be some sunshine.
Yeah. It's a good indicator.
They're a good omen, huh?
You know it's going to be some sunshine from being way out to where it's really cold right now.
Yeah.
You know, we don't have these.
Right.
Yeah.
What have you done for work here in Los Angeles over the years?
Since I have been here, I have been doing absolutely not a damn thing, just like everybody else around me, you know?
That's LA. No one has jobs here.
How long have you kept up the not doing a damn thing lifestyle?
I have kept that up basically all my life, you know?
Wow.
When I came into the world.
Yeah.
And as soon as the doctor slapped me, I did the number one thing that is worth more money in the world, and that is what I did. That I was able to, and that was the
Just
miracle
breathe.
right there.
Just breathe,
yeah.
huh?
Oh yeah, you know.
Wow.
Somebody said the best things in life are for free.
Right.
They are.
Air.
Beats. No, Beats.
Oh, you actually have Beats and Beats.
Yeah.
He's got Beats headphones and the real Beats.
What's your favorite grocery store in Hollywood?
You know what? When I go right around here, around the corner, and go to Trader Joe's, I feel like I've really made it. And, you know, if I can just be here and not have to be in some place like Haiti, Jamaica, or Nigeria. And, you know, if I was there, I've never been to these other places, but if I was there, I would be coming over here.
Why do you feel so strongly about that?
I would come over here and to have a better life.
Yeah. You feel that, huh?
And never go back to a life where I wouldn't be able to at least have me something to,
Sure.
And like to eat and stuff.
Right.
But I would really, really want to be around, and I love, the soul of family.
Yeah.
What's your sign?
What do you think?
I would say with you being able to actually look and be able to see beyond just, all this pretty,
yeah, that's true.
Beautiful summertime right here, Christmas time. You're able to look, and
I can see beyond that.
You want that warmth at night because it's gonna chill down once the sun goes on down.
Yeah.
But
so what sign does that make me?
definitely somewhere in your chart there's water, and definitely some heat there too, some fire. So yeah, that Cancer, Pisces, and the other water sign, Scorpio.
It's actually a sign based on an element that you mentioned earlier.
Oh.
Air.
Oh, okay. Well, somewhere in your chart,
there might be those other ones.
I'm a Taurus.
He's a Taurus. What do you think about that?
What do you think about Taurus?
Yeah, the Taurus. That is right next door to my Gemini.
Yeah?
Yeah, Aries.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
April, May. May Taurus, which is really, really good with the ability of being able to see beyond the eyes because it's so psychic. Your opposite, your shadow, that part of the night, where you can just see right through and see the light.
Yeah.
You're a creature of the night.
I am.
Yeah, I guess I was feeling you, because with my Gemini, a lot of times I like to go across over to where my Sagittarius is because I need some kind of heat.
What is a sign that you've not gotten along with historically?
Mainly the reason why I don't get along with the shadow of you, which is Scorpio, when you go to the other side, because I can't run no game on you. You see right through it.
They have too much power over you.
So I have to tell it like it is all the way with you.
You do.
What got you?
I know you're doing it right now.
What got you into astrology? How'd you fall into this?
When I was really younger and everything, I was around, family I love so much. But the thing about it is I did not have my biological. So I'm sitting up here.
You were adopted?
Yes.
Oh.
And I let me get this sun sign book, so I can be able to have a little bit of, input and know exactly what's going on with my background.
Did you ever connect with your biological family?
I did. I finally did.
Whoa.
And, it was right down with the book, the sun sign book. When I got that book, it showed me that with me having my mother as a Pisces.
And it was right.
Yeah, it was showing me because your mother's side, she's always going to be dominating, and that side is definitely over there where your, wherever your Cancer is.
Outside of astrology, what was it like personally to reconnect with your birth family?
Personally, it was really, really beyond me because I did everything I could to connect, and I couldn't connect until something greater than what you can see. Really? Which was that spiritual power of Cancer.
Yeah.
That's my north node.
Interesting.
So the Cancer is the mother. So with my mother having that strong side, once I met her, it's like, okay, now I know, so my Cancer side, the moon is the mother, and then my mother, she's a water sign. So it's true.
What do you feel like is coming in the next year? Right. I feel like in terms of like signs and like.
Yeah, are you worried or are you feeling hopeful?
Astrological, because I've heard many things that next year is like astrologically chaos.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you feel that?
Extremely, because no matter what sign we are, we're gonna be upset if we don't get something to eat.
It's true.
Yeah, that's true.
As long as that shipment is coming in, however the trucks are bringing in from these other places that grow what we need here.
Yeah.
Yes, we really need something because you have these hospitals and, they're going to definitely have to have what they have to have. The
like
medicine, The medicine comes from, a lot of the medicine is not grown. I don't see no garden that's growing no painkillers. So
A little artificial.
yes, and not only that, we will need just regular, fruits and vegetables, which is the number one thing that the animals don't have to pay for.
Right. So stock up.
Unless we have a lemon tree back there where we can pull one off.
Right.
It takes a little bit of that, show up and teach a good situation. And I don't want another lesson.
And I don't want lessons either.
So hopefully, we get by without having to learn a hard lesson, huh?
Yeah, that's why I'm so glad that I was able to come here and be able to pour out and
us
give.
too. Thank you, Richard. We really appreciate it.
This helps me so much. I want to live.
We hope you have a great day, and we hope you do want to live.
I think you will.
And enjoy your vegetables, and thanks for sitting down with us.
Okay, thank you so much.
We give everyone $1 and a sticker, so here's your $1 and your sticker.
Okay, I want to leave you with something too.
Please.
Because now that I have done this, it has given me so much more energy. And I even feel like I have more energy now than when I had
Are you doing our tarot?
The coffee.
Oh my gosh.
But when I want you to think about what you had when you was with that person that made you feel so good, and that person that was able to, be just right. And I want you to really meditate on that tonight when you light this up.
Oh my gosh. Actually, thank you. I love incense.
This is awesome.
Thank you so much, Richard.
Okay, Richard, should I pull one?
Yes.
Do I need to ask a question or just?
Yeah, ask the question. You don't have to tell me what the question is.
Okay, I have the question in my head.
Okay, let me see.
It's a 2 of crystals.
Okay, this is upside down, and that's just letting me know the crystals is like the bones. Our bones are crystals.
Okay.
So the
dangerous.
2 of wands. It's on the internet. 2 of wands.
It is. Okay.
And see this right here is able. You have to be able to really do that leap and jump on faithfully. Here,
Okay.
I want you to light that up, and when you do light that up, and you meet that person, and you're jumping right on,
Probably my girlfriend.
and everything.
Yeah.
Light that so that you're not doing it in a way where it's not all the way satisfying.
Okay.
Because you need that.
I need all the way.
Yeah, you need to be able to. The vitamins that you take in,
Yeah.
that's going to really, really buff you up.
Buff me up.
With
Okay.
that energy where you can go on. Because with it being upside down, it's just saying that you gotta.
I gotta fight
Do it
through
more.
it. Okay.
I brought
Do it
B12
more.
actually.
There's
Okay.
vitamins.
So this is all topical. Thank you so much,
Richard.
for
Thank you
this.
so much. We really appreciate you giving back and sharing your wisdom with us. And we hope you have an amazing
holiday.
end of the year, and amazing year next year.
Thank you so much. This has been good.
It was good. We
you
love your
know,
energy.
If a producer comes, just go right on with the flow.
Yeah, that's true. Go with the flow. I like that.
It's really time for you to just go ahead and allow that hardcore
Okay.
Saturn,
Yeah.
which is Earth. Saturn is the wands.
Okay.
And with you doing that, and the next time you go ahead and jump to it,
Yeah.
that's when you're going to go ahead and go all the way with it.
Okay.
Don't allow yourself to go down too fast.
I won't.
Because
I'll slow
that's
it
going to
down.
be something that a lot of the women, they want to make it last.
Oh, so it was about that. Okay. Interesting. Thank you.
Okay, all right. Oh, yeah.
Thanks.
Bye,
See you,
Richard.
Richard. Bye-bye.
Oh,
See you later.
care.
I'm glad now.
See ya. Be well. Who knew that last thing was about premature ejaculation? Pretty wild twist. I thought it was a little more spiritual than that.
Oh wait, a great bow.
Just a nice little.
A little couplet. A little bump.
Yeah.
That was wild.
Yeah. If I understood anything about that, it was just the last part.
Yeah. I didn't retain.
didn't-
Some things I felt true.
Yeah, they resonated.
And these, I actually like this brand.
You like this brand?
Yeah.
He's got
they have really good
taste.
candles.
He's
He
got-
does have really chic taste.
Yeah, I don't even know if Richard might not come off. He might not show up on film or on mic. It might have just been an apparition for our minds.
I don't know. It was too soon and too
Yeah.
he was so okay.
Yeah. So you guys might not know what we're talking about because, again, he might have been a figment of our imagination, but definitely a wild guy. Really nice. Really kind.
He's a specter.
It was interesting. Like, there were times when I was like, Yeah, he just was dialed in. He was really dialed in.
Yeah.
I liked his energy. Mark Anthony, it's like every person is taking a photo of this. It's very even like a 7-year-old kid. You saw that little girl just now. She took a photo of it.
I know.
It's kind of wild.
We need one like gay teen to go up to Katharine Hepburn.
Yeah, that'll be your person.
I saw 2 teen boys posing with Anne Hathaway.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Oh,
that's pretty good for Anne.
Right.
Anne still got it.
Anne's got it going on.
Yeah, she got it.
I am staring at this Scientology billboard, the direct TV.
Yeah, they're doing stuff. They're still trying to make it work.
Do you think those people are actually, or are they just actors?
Oh, I think those have to be Scientologists. I mean, look.
You wouldn't want to have your face.
I think people in LA are pretty desperate, but I mean, come on. How much do you have to get paid to do that if you're not a Scientologist?
I think you
think $100
is.
You think that trumps it?
I feel like that is like.
I mean, I guess you're right, but I guess why wouldn't they want to just use real Scientology? I don't know.
True.
That's an interesting idea. That's like a good trivia question.
Yeah. Are you actually?
I lived with a Scientologist very briefly when I was living in France in college. It was really
what?
weird. Yeah, it was really
Where
strange.
in France?
I was living in Paris. I did like a semester in Paris, and I lived with a guy. Do you want to sit down? You don't have to. I will. Okay.
Yeah.
It's up to you. No, whatever. No pressure. Okay, come have a seat. Oh, not a great day? Well, I hope we make it a little bit better. Maybe toss these headphones on so you could hear everything. You can put them over your hood if you want. Oh, you've seen our social media? Oh, thanks. What's your name?
My name is Paulie.
Paulie, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
I'm Andrew. This is Carey.
Hello. Are you guys the hosts or is one of you the guest?
I'm the host and he's a guest.
Oh, cool.
My former co-host is no longer a part of the show. But
why?
Interesting question. Just he was busy with other stuff.
Like?
They're really getting into it. Stuff that he hasn't been public talking about. Kind of, he's behind the scenes on some stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, it's on the
Private
low.
matters.
Yeah, like you heard about Trump getting reelected? He was really heavily involved in that campaign. No, I'm kidding.
Okay.
So how's your day? You're not having a great day? What's going on?
No, it's better that I'm here. I like to talk, and I haven't really been talking.
Why haven't you been talking?
Because I've just been walking. I took the day to just walk. I think I've been walking for like 3 hours.
That's nice to do on a day like this.
I guess.
What do you hope to achieve from the long walk?
Your nails are great.
Yeah, nails are
Thank you.
I love them.
Thank you so much. That's a good question. Your soda spilled.
it's
What
okay.
do I hope to achieve? Wow, I didn't really walk with a purpose.
Okay. But what made you just felt like I need to walk today?
It was freezing where I was in
Where
my
was that?
room.
Oh, in your room.
Yeah, I have a roommate and
You wanted to warm up.
yeah, so I took a walk. But can I have a piece of gum?
Yeah.
Are they sponsoring you?
No.
I wish Orbit was sponsored.
I'm trying to do something that absorbs the
You're
soda.
Oh, it
trying
doesn't
to cover
matter.
it. That's
Don't worry
smart.
about the soda.
Wait, so what's your podcast about? Y'all just yap?
We just talk to strangers, yeah.
Oh, cool. Okay.
So it's
cool.
really about whatever you want to bring to the
Wait,
table.
are you looking for a new co-host?
I am long term, yeah.
Okay.
You submitting yourself?
Yes. What does that look like? Tell me about it.
Well, I don't know. Just someone I get along with that I feel like I have chemistry with. And
Okay. What's
yeah.
your name?
I'm Andrew.
I'm Paulie.
This is
What's
Carey.
yours?
Carey.
What do you do though
But
outside of?
I
outside
do
of
all
coast?
things through Christ who gives me strength.
Okay.
No, I
was
yes
gonna say,
and no.
Yes and no. Because that might be a disqualification. We're kind of hardcore atheists on the show.
Are you? That's perfect. No, I'm
no,
a whole
I'm kidding,
Christian.
I'm
I think
kidding.
the chemistry would be great.
I'm okay.
No, I'm not hardcore. I don't have faith myself, but I don't have any judgment on people
I'm
who do.
agnostic.
Yeah, I
Okay,
guess
this
I'm more
is
that.
like a perfect trio. I'm
Yeah.
all the way in.
Have you been all the way in your whole life?
Yes.
Was there ever any times when you were doubting it?
No.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Nothing tested you,
Oh, things test me all the time.
but your faith has been strong.
Because, like, I've had an encounter. You
Like
can't,
what?
You can't take away an encounter.
With Jesus Christ, or with,
Yes.
tell
What
us about it.
happened?
So, for me, like, I know people have that, like, one thing that will
Yeah.
never shape.
Let me ask one question. Was this encounter with Jesus Christ, was he an older black gentleman named Richard? Because we might have also had an encounter
That's
with Jesus Christ earlier in the
hilarious.
episode.
We did just. It was.
He came here.
Yeah,
He
he
sat down.
He was very interesting.
I feel lit up
yeah,
right now.
No, but
Wow.
let's hear about yours. Let's hear about your experience.
Let's just say that ever since I'm 29 years old,
Okay.
and I've lived life in a very interesting and unique way.
Okay.
And every step that I take, God always brings me evidence that He is there with me.
Okay.
And there are times where I go beyond this dimension into like a fourth dimension.
Okay.
And so I'm able to witness like the spiritual realm.
Okay.
And when you can do that, nothing can take that away from you. So I can have days that are testing and trying, and I can have moments where, you know, I want to not have faith, but because I have been able to encounter Christ in situations that seemed really hard, really difficult, when he himself came or an angel came and rescued me from that situation. You can't really just tell me that to me.
Sure.
In my world.
What was the specific encounter, though?
Okay, so for example, one is, I'm kind of like trying not to talk about it because it has to do with some personal matters.
Okay, sure. As much as you're
but
comfortable.
I'll just say that I asked for
Tell me.
I asked for a sign that God is real. I always believed, but I said now I need a sign.
Yeah.
There comes a test where
Sure.
you just need a sign.
Sure. Life is hard. I
asked for a very specific like dream, and then I asked for a very specific words to appear. And so I thought that I was just gonna dream, but I ended up entering into like a vision.
Okay.
Oh.
And like Jesus was driving a car.
What kind of car?
And I was like,
Yeah.
it was a Tesla.
No.
It was very modernized. I know it sounds crazy.
Are you sure that wasn't
Nah.
The devil.
No. You know when you know, you know?
Yeah, you do. I guess.
But
you
I
do.
did ask.
was-
I did ask for a very specific situation, like, and
when you saw that it was that Jesus was driving a Tesla.
no, okay, so it felt like a Tesla. I don't know if it was
Okay.
a Tesla,
Okay.
but
We'll
it's
just call
only-
it a Tesla.
We're calling it a Tesla because I had just been in a Tesla, so I think it was like trying to like, you know, but
Yeah.
I wasn't in my physical form. I was like in my spiritual
Okay.
form, and I was just like, I was screaming. I was like, oh my God, where am I? Like, what is this? And stuff like that. Like, it was kind of like the craziest thing because I knew it was like I was in a dream, but in my dream, I dreamt like I went to bed and like I was in my room in my dream, and then I went back and then I realized it's a vision.
Inception.
And so in this vision, Inception,
Yeah.
in this vision, it's exactly what I asked for. Like, Lord, I want to see you leading me literally, and I want to see you leading me through the toughest of times. And so in this car, it's like really, it's like it was dark, it was rainy, it was gloomy. And do we have a new guest?
You're welcome to join us if you'd like. Anything you want.
Anything.
Academia and wellness. This is cool. I like your outfit. That's interesting. 2 bold statements.
I'm Carey.
Hey,
Nice to
I'm
meet
Andrew.
you.
Andrew, nice to meet you. This is Paulie. Paulie's a
Hey.
guest like you. Carey and I are
Future
hosting this.
co-host.
Tommy Johnson.
Nice. How's your day going?
Fantastic.
What are you
Fantastic. Just coming from the farmer's market.
up to? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What'd you pick up?
Oh, up there. I saw that.
Yeah, it's a kind of weekly. I feel like in LA, the farmer's market is really the mature person's social.
It
Oh
is.
really? It feels like a good place to meet people potentially.
Exactly.
Have you ever met a romantic partner there?
Well, I can't say I've met a romantic partner there.
Okay.
But I do think the farmers markets really create the best opportunity for interaction and for engagement.
Wow.
Because everyone is already so spread out,
Right.
living such insulated lives.
Yes.
But the farmers market is a very natural, organic, unassuming way to see people that you may see on social but never see in real life.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
and cross people around something common. So to me, it's like the big ass kitchen. The
Okay.
kitchen is always the epicenter
Sure.
of the home where all the energy happens. For me, the farmers market is like the new club.
Damn.
I like that.
That's
and everyone's
like
doing the same thing.
A really good promo for them.
Yeah,
Honestly.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
the
they
far- it's the
paid
new
you
club.
to sit here and like tell us this.
Yeah.
That was really good.
Do you go up to people at the farmers market and talk to them and stuff?
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I see people that, I haven't seen in a while.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
People and vice versa. So
That's your spot.
I've been just prioritizing making that a part of the ritual on the weekends.
Wow.
You know what? He just encouraged me.
Yeah.
I'll tell you why. I used to, for months, I had this thing called Taste and See Sundays. So it was on Sunday evenings.
Okay.
And we'd have a kitchen. We'd have a chef cooking in the kitchen, and we'd pop up in different Airbnbs and like.
It was like an event that you organized?
Yeah, every
Huh.
week, and we had like a special guest who'd come like in the like half like from 5 to 7. People are eating. There's a DJ.
Oh, cool.
People are just mingling in a house. It's nice. Sometimes it was in Hollywood Hills. Sometimes it was a penthouse in downtown LA.
Wow.
Whatever the case may be. And then we'll have a live podcast. So something like this, but then it'll be set up really aesthetically. And then there's the audience that sat and ate. You know, like they now get to listen.
Was
and
it religious?
Well,
I just heard taste and see.
Oh, so what does that mean to you?
Reminds me of a Catholic hymn that I would hear in mass, like taste and see.
Did he get you?
Yeah.
He did. No. So it was, but it wasn't.
Oh,
So
it sounds like it was.
It was, but it wasn't. But we just a lot of us, because a lot of people that
It's just the way in, and then it's like
then it's
more than
whatever.
that.
But taste and see does come from a Bible verse that says, "Oh, taste and see that the Lord is
Yes.
good.
Wow.
Blessed is the man that trusts in Him."
Mhm.
Yeah, but
I went
that's
to
how we
Catholic
made
school.
it.
Preach, preacher.
But no, the food was always good. We had different chefs every week. We had we had people in entertainment who also believed in God.
Sure,
and
sure.
So people who
You can
were
do both.
authors
You
and
can do
stuff
both.
like
It's 2024. You can do both.
100%.
There's a lot of that in
Yeah.
Hollywood.
Oh,
now.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cool again, huh?
I think
Yes.
it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, you just what you
If
told
God is
me.
if God is real, though, explain these. If God is
what
real,
does that one
explain
have to
this
do
thing.
with? I mean,
Why
this,
would-
this is
That is an
explaining that
abomination.
God is
That's
real.
No, that's an abomination. Right
That is
there.
actually
That's Satan.
hilarious. Not Satan. But what he said actually moved me. I was like, because I paused on it. I got tired. Actually, I'm going to tour on it with it. I'm going to Sacramento and taking it there.
Taste
I
and
did-
see.
Yeah, because I was doing it in LA, and I was like, LA doesn't deserve this. And I was like, I'm
don't.
done for 2025. No, for real. But when you said that, now I'm like, oh, these are the type of things people would say to me when they,
Right.
experienced it and loved it. And
Huh.
we were doing it every week for like 6 months straight.
Bring it back.
Oh, it was a
Bring it back.
weekly.
Bring
It was
back.
weekly,
Oh.
Sunday evenings.
Wow, I salute you because
whole
weekly,
production.
weekly is a commitment.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a
it
farmer's
is.
market.
So salute.
Speaking of, you said on the weekends you go to the farmer's market.
Yes.
What do you do during the week? How do you keep your life busy?
During the week it's fathering.
Oh, your father. Okay.
Yeah,
How
yeah.
many kids?
I have a son.
Okay.
Yeah, his name is Zamir Izoa.
How old is he?
He's 4.
4.
Oh.
Okay.
My niece is 4.
Fantastic age. Fantastic
Are
age.
you co-parenting or are you solo or?
Yes, I have a very healthy co-parenting
Oh, cool.
dynamic.
Cool.
So grateful for that. But that, and I'm with a mission-driven tech company.
Okay. What's the
Um,
mission?
It's called MADE, and we certify the commercial use of Black culture.
Oh. Okay.
How long have you done that?
Oh, wow. So in short, I would say the inception of the idea was 2016.
What does that mean exactly?
What that means is
Can you certify this? Because we got half black folks on the show right now. I kind of want to.
what that means is what that means is this: the commercial use of Black culture
Yeah.
generates 15 trillion for the global economy,
Okay.
but those profits are monopolized.
Of course, not going to the black community.
So that has a real cost,
Yeah. Yeah.
and the cost is it impacts our well-being.
Yeah.
It derails the environmental safety of our neighborhoods.
Can you give some examples to me of improper commercialization of black culture?
Sure, but there's one other thing, which is the real thing.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, not just real, but the realer thing is that it accounts for 68% of the wealth gap.
Oh, that money not getting distributed.
Yes, basically making money off of the culture.
Off of the culture of black people. Yeah.
But yet, the humans that make up Black culture are not participating in the economic rewards.
That's fair.
Of their
Right.
own invention.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So our work is about certifying products that are made leveraging Black creativity, likeness, or influence with an ethical trade trust mark, which verifies that those creators are given credit
And
that a portion of the
compensation.
revenue
Yeah.
is reinvested back. No different than that kosher mark symbol right there on your can.
oh, right. Okay.
Let me show you.
Interesting.
Let me show you
Yeah. Which one?
right here. Oh, I thought I saw it. No,
Maybe it's not there.
It's not on this one. No.
But I have approached these guys about sponsoring the show, so this is perfect.
Um,
Interesting. So
That's
that's cool. So,
Yeah.
what
Necessary.
type of products are you, or I don't know?
yeah. So it's
what-
CPG products.
consumer.
yeah. Consumer packaged goods
Packaged
products
goods?
right now.
Got it.
We are still very early stage, 2 years in, kind of launching.
Do you see it being
Um,
part of like even entertainment and music and stuff like that as well?
Media,
Media.
music,
Yeah.
sports,
Yeah.
art, consumer packaged goods,
Right.
financial services.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's like how many? Yeah, that's interesting. Oh, cool. That's really cool.
So that's that's my daytime, lifetime work. Should I say?
Did you start that, or it's you and?
Yeah, I'm the founder.
Oh, cool.
Yep.
That's really cool. So so almost like fair trade certified, like that kind of thing. That's what you're talking about.
Exactly.
Or organic or whatever. There's a little sticker that says like this is whatever it says
Yeah.
supports the black community or whatever.
Well, I tell you, my inspiration was this kosher mark right here. That's why I
On
wanted
Milk
to show
Duds?
you. See
Do you
that?
always have Milk Duds to share this inspiration?
Not always. I just happened to go to Target the other day. They were on sale.
Oh,
See
yeah.
that O with the U right there?
Yeah, that's the kosher thing. Yeah.
All right, that stands for Orthodox Union.
Okay. Yeah, Orthodox Union right there.
Okay.
At the end of the ingredients.
This symbol lives on 91% of the food in your kitchen today.
Right. Because they want people to be able to buy it if they subscribe to that.
How it works is the Orthodox Union approaches food-based companies,
Mm.
and they say, we got a group of people that want to make sure they can trust your product.
Right.
Now,
And you want to do that for the black community. Or anyone who wants to support the black community or whatever.
I am doing that for the black community.
Yeah, that's amazing. Sorry,
Yeah.
I didn't mean want to. Sorry. But
Yeah.
you want to get it
Yeah.
even bigger.
Well, we've created the kosher mark for black culture.
That's cool. What does it look like?
I'll show you. It's an M. But one thing I want to show you about this, because what people don't realize is this symbol right here generates $12 billion in licensing revenue every single year.
To the Jewish community. Interesting.
And they repurpose that to fund synagogues, birthright trips,
Wow.
education, and political lobbying.
Okay, so they've made the most out of it.
So that's what I'm inspired about.
That makes sense. I like that.
It's retaining our economic impact on the economy
Yeah.
and repurposing it in ways that can truly improve our condition.
Yeah, because I would say, obviously, during 2020 when Black Lives Matter became a really big thing, I feel like there was a lot of emphasis on supporting black-owned businesses. But you're creating a way where it's like, this is the official way to recognize that you're actually doing that.
Yes, because the black-owned business is a small aspect of the whole pie.
Right.
Right. So many of our inventions, so much of our creative IP.
So you mean it would even go onto a product like Milk Duds if they're willing to give back to the black community or something like that?
Correct.
Oh, okay.
Correct. And it's not even
Ubiquitous.
it's not even really about willingness.
Right.
It's, are you leveraging black creativity, likeness, or influence in your product?
Right.
And then being able to show the economic impact of why you're doing that.
Right.
And let's have a fair and equitable conversation to create shared value between you and the communities you're extracting from. So that's
Cool.
what I mean by ethical trade. That's the model.
Right.
I'll show you what the symbol, what the trust mark looks like. But
I like this.
that's the work, bro.
Cool. That's great.
That's so impressive.
That is.
Yeah.
Thank
that's
you.
cool.
I appreciate that. I
Yeah.
appreciate the kind words.
I'm like, I podcast.
See the M?
It's the M
Yeah.
on top.
Yeah, it stands for made.
Oh, cool.
You
Yeah.
can pass it around.
It's a little M right there on top. Stands for made.
Oh, okay.
You want
That's
to come take a look at this, Kamani?
That's lit.
Little M at
That's
the
so
top there. That
cool.
means made. And made is the M-A-D-E.
M-A-D-E. Made with black culture.
Made with black culture. That's
Yes.
cool. I
Love
like that.
that.
I like that. Huh. Have you? How have people been responding to you guys?
I'm gonna get a
approaching it?
napkin.
Okay.
to
Yeah.
clean
Oh.
this up.
Okay. It's not a big deal. It doesn't matter.
I was staring at it for a while.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So how have people responded when you approach their business?
It's a movement.
Sure.
Right now we've certified 32 products.
Okay. Cool.
I'll probably say our largest brand is Microsoft that certified a product.
Microsoft. Awesome.
Wow.
What product was that?
It was a book.
Oh, cool.
Yep, it was a
Wow.
book. So so far our reception has been, it's twofold. You got the creators of the world who obviously need to protect their IP and make sure they're paid equitably and have a reinvestment aspect. And then you have the companies of the world who traditionally are just taking,
Right,
without regenerating.
Of course.
So
That's capitalism.
that's it. So this is about reshaping capitalism.
I like that. I think that needs to happen. I mean, I think we're at a stage, in our society
Late
where
stage.
capitalism, late stage, where capitalism is not working in the way it's designed for most folks, and anyone who can try to make it more equitable is great.
Word.
Yeah.
That's the energy, bro.
Let's hear it. What do you got, Paulie?
I have a question. Oh, you remembered my name.
course, yeah.
Oh my god. Okay,
Yeah.
you guys are good.
Yeah.
Let me see the stickers.
Yeah. I'll give you one. You'll get one at the end. Don't worry.
I was just wondering if you guys give advice here.
We are capable of it. Yeah. Not
Yeah.
licensed,
Okay, that's okay.
but we're capable
I
of
am.
it. He's licensed.
You're licensed? Oh.
No, what are you? What advice are you seeking?
Because all of this sounds very like smart, and I'm like in awe of like I'm like, you know what? I'm in the presence of people who know something. So let me ask. So you asked me earlier when I was walking around what I was trying to get out of the experience, and honestly, it was clarity. I'm trying to figure out my life. It's 2025, like in a few days, and
spoiler alert.
Yeah, and so. I really want to approach this year differently. I want to get into the place of being like a coach and like a teacher when it comes to like brand development, creative like outlets and things like that, right? So for example, coming on and taking your podcast and branding it even more, giving more ideas, helping it develop and things like that. And I've been doing that individually for people. But this time I want to turn it into like master classes.
A business, okay.
Yeah, and a like legit like running business. And I'm wondering, I don't know why I felt like I could just ask you guys this question and we can figure this out right here. Because this is where I've been torn. I'm like, okay, should I do the master class that I'm going to do is called Grids. Okay. So get it like...
That's the company or that's your own thing?
Well, my company is called Paulie's Perspective.
Okay.
So you would go on
Everyone's got a company.
Yeah, pauliesperspective.com. It's just a little blog.
Okay, no, it's cool.
But
it's cool.
On there, you would RSVP for Grids Masterclass, right?
Okay.
And so I'm torn because I'm wondering if you guys think I should charge for the masterclass or let it be free, and then people can pay a monthly subscription if they want to work, in group coaching or one-on-one coaching with me.
I just don't know. Good. I guess it depends on what your network is of people who are going to be interested in this.
Oh, I have an email list of 3,000 people so far.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that I've collected in some years. Not like I just pop out.
I'm just going to say I don't think you should do anything for free.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I'm scared to charge for this because I want.
No, don't be. People want to pay.
People want to support.
People online, especially like I started a Substack for my writing, and I was having existential crisis about whether I should monetize it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I just did, and people paid.
That's awesome.
And then I demonetized it because I wasn't writing on it anymore.
but when you were productive.
But people want to support, so you should just. I don't think you should do anything for free.
I second that because if you don't charge, people won't value it.
Okay,
people don't value free things.
That's true.
I hear that.
But I think your question though really is not so much. We're not gonna say not. But I think what you want to get clear on what value you're offering.
Okay.
You want to get clear on that.
Okay.
And
right.
And then let that fuel everything else.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess my only concern with charging is, are you what makes you qualified to lead this masterclass? What makes you a master?
Oh, I have actually done a lot of campaigns that have been very successful.
That's great. I just wanted to make sure that
you have a portfolio.
You have a portfolio, and people are going to be like, oh, I trust this person's advice.
Okay.
Yes.
So I think lead with that in the email where you advertise it. I've done this and this and this. Like, sing your own praises so that it's clear that it's worth money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much.
Of
that
course.
Literally was what I was walking around trying to sort out.
I got a question about grids. What is grids, and why did you choose that word?
Yeah, I know.
Grids is because when you look at your Instagram, right, and a lot of people in LA, at least, they'll be like, oh, what's your Instagram? Then they'll look at your grid real quick. So your grid is like like 9 posts
your top
or
9
12.
posts.
Yeah. And so how is that looking? Because with some industries or some, that can be your portfolio, and a lot of people wonder like, okay, how can I get like my brand out there in a way that people will be able to receive it, right? And so some people will catch you first with their aesthetics, or some people with their messaging, or whatever the case may be. So in Grids, I teach how to build your brand from my perspective, and then also how to host experiences, because I host events. I host a lot of events. And so a lot of people are just curious, like they want to learn from me. And so I often do these like one-on-one things. I call myself like a brand bestie. Like I just go around like being your best friend to your brand. And so I wanted to get people in a room and teach them how to develop in the way that I see is best fit. According to their market, according to what's going on with the trends. Or I'm not even into trends, honestly, but I'll ask people questions, they'll ask me questions, and we'll build together grid by grid pretty much. But yeah, grids. That's what grids is. Grids is literally I got that name from the Instagram grid.
Got it.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna have another class called blogs because I build blogs as well.
Okay, Paulie, I got a question.
Yes.
Can we finish your story where you found Jesus in
Sure.
in your dream? My question to you is, you went to sleep with the intention of getting a sign from God in your dream.
Yeah.
So why do you think that when that sign came to you in your dream, it was God and it wasn't your own brain wanting that to come true in that experience?
That is a very great and logical way to look at it. Like,
I'm not judging. I'm just curious.
No, I know.
What makes you feel like it was special?
Well, it's because of how he revealed himself to me, and
in a Tesla.
He wasn't a Tesla.
It wasn't a Tesla.
She said
I
earlier.
felt like it was a Tesla.
He wasn't
No,
a
but
Tesla.
I went into a vision, and God was the one driving the car.
Elon was driving. Come on, let's be honest.
Elon was driving.
His computer did it.
No, but it was just a very supernatural. Like the whole thing, there's layers to the dream, but it was a very supernatural experience.
Okay.
And it like I said, it wasn't a dream. It was like a vision. I could feel I know the difference.
You were aware.
I think the veil in LA is very thin. I think LA is the most liminal city in America.
What does that mean?
Just sort of like
close to the other side. It's like a thin.
I think what I'm saying is I agree. I think it is supernatural here, and I think
City of Angels.
Yeah, but also I don't know how good it is.
Yeah, some of it's dark.
Like which side? I mean,
it's
spiritual is spiritual, so there is the dark side of spiritual, and then the light.
And then an indifferent side. And I think LA is maybe indifferent.
I know exactly what it means. It's like a purgatory.
Yes.
And a lot of that is stemming from being close to the water as well.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Yes,
Whoa.
that's 90% of it.
And
Also, biggest waves of the year right now.
So
I know that because I surf. I almost went out this morning, but anyway. So I don't know.
You guys look like
I think
artists.
that's true.
Oh yeah, we look like artists.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
I've heard of this podcast. Like I was probably scrolling.
Yeah, it's on your grids.
But
yeah, it's out
like
there in your
that.
grids.
But I've never really looked into you guys. But you guys now look like artists.
Oh yeah. We just interview strangers. It's
do you do this in the same place?
No, different all the time.
I'm just a guest today.
He's a guest, but it's okay.
But
It's
who's
okay.
this then?
Okay.
Like who's the other person?
He's no longer with us.
Okay. Question:
That's fair.
Yeah.
who is the most interesting person you guys have met on here?
Ever?
For me, it's you guys.
Yeah, for him,
That's
yeah,
a really
that's
nice.
Wow.
Which, sorry, Richard.
And also, it's,
Well, also Richard too, but
it's
you guys.
also your only time here.
I mean,
right?
look, I've said this before. Our show is all about just hearing stories that you wouldn't otherwise hear. So for me, one of my favorite guests of all time was a guy I was in Louisville, Kentucky, and he was a father of 3, I think, and he was kind of in and out of prison, and he was talking to us about that experience of trying to raise his kids and getting in trouble and trying to provide for them and having to go back to prison and explaining that to his kids, and just the whole rigmarole that comes with that was really interesting to me. I don't know.
This is hitting me because
That's real.
I'm technically supposed to be at church right now.
Okay, wow, okay.
That's also why I'm walking around.
Yeah.
And
With a
I
hood
feel
on.
like
Yeah, you're like secretly.
Yeah,
We're hiding from
no.
the Lord.
If you just what you said just like pierced my heart.
Oh, really?
because-
Did you have folks in prison in your life?
Well, no, I have a friend in prison
Sure,
right
sure,
now.
yeah.
It's sad, but
I'm sorry to hear
no,
that.
I feel like you saying he was in and out of his kid's life, right?
Mhm,
That
mhm.
inconsistency. I just started to see myself being inconsistent at church because
Oh.
it's kind of a big deal. Like,
To be there.
yes.
Did you have a role there?
I did, and I kind of stepped out of it, and I just
Okay.
kind of and then also my pastor, we call him our spiritual father, like 'cause
Yeah.
like fathers listen to spirit. He's like probably not okay with me being absent so much and all that stuff.
I think you should get back to church because I feel bad for this person waiting.
Oh.
So I'm gonna say, I'm gonna swap
Hey.
you out, and you can go to. Would you go to church right now? Is it too late?
Oh, it's in Simi Valley, so yeah,
Oh, it's too late.
I'm definitely. But I have other churches here that friends go to that I could attend, but not today. I'm gonna just keep walking.
Okay. Well, we
But
really
I do
appreciate
wanna
you sitting down.
I do want to give somebody else an opportunity to sit here.
Yeah, that's
Yes,
all. I just feel
indeed.
bad about that
Yes,
because he's been
Oh,
waiting
I
for
did
so
not
long.
know you were
Yeah.
waiting.
No, it's
for
okay.
This.
Oh,
my
you're
God.
friends?
So are you all recording
Oh, you're
this?
just hanging out. Yeah, we're recording it. Yeah.
It's gonna be online.
It'll come out online. Here. Paulie.
Oh, that's why you took that out. I thought I saw that.
Yeah, here's $1 and a sticker for you.
Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you so much. Yeah, we appreciate it. Reach
Hi,
out.
Paulie.
Maybe you'll guest maybe
Happy
you'll host
holidays.
every episode in the future.
I probably will.
We'll have you
by the
back.
grace of God. No.
Yeah, reach out.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
It was nice
Happy New
meeting you
Year.
guys.
Nice
Can you
meeting
remind
you
me your
too.
names?
Yeah, Andrew, Carey,
Tommy Johnson.
Tommy Johnson.
Tommy
I knew it was
Johnson.
Tommy, but I didn't know that I was okay. Tommy
All right,
Johnson.
thank you for the
Yeah.
$1.
See you, Paulie. Be well.
Likewise, y'all be good, man. Peace.
Before you leave, how can people get involved in this, or is there how can if there's a brand out there that wants to get involved, how can people reach out?
Sure. You can go to madewithblackculture.com.
That's the whole website. Awesome.
Yep, or on all socials.
Really cool.
Yep. And the first step, honestly, is a pledge.
Yeah. Okay.
And
just people donating. Are you a?
No. It's not a donation
Oh,
pledge.
sorry. Donation pledge to be involved.
It's called the MADE Principles. I'm sorry, the MADE Signatories. And it's basically a commitment to establishing an ethical trade standard for commercializing culture. So if you stand behind this idea of restoring equity, then I would encourage you to go to Maybe Black Culture and sign the pledge.
Okay.
Yep.
I don't mean to be, if you're already very far along, I don't want to be rude about this, but do
Yeah.
you have like a big celebrity that's involved in it? Like, I feel like something like that would be really helpful. I don't know.
Sure.
I'm just trying to think of,
Yeah, I would say right now, in short, no big celebrity.
Do you respect?
As of yet?
Do you respect Damon John from Shark Tank?
Oh, absolutely.
He did our podcast, and I'm in touch with. I know his people reached out to me about doing the podcast.
Okay.
I might email them your website and say, hey, you should look into this.
I appreciate
that. Because having had him on the show, I feel like this is very much up his alley, and I feel like he should know about you.
Awesome, man. Thank you so much.
He runs a whole. He runs like a. He was talking about it on our show. It's almost like a. It's like a fair or some sort of like symposium for Black creators
Yes,
and stuff. I don't. You probably heard of it.
I'm familiar with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm gonna send my contact at his team your information because I think you deserve to be in with people who can help you.
I appreciate that, man.
I'll see you at the farmers market, huh?
Absolutely, man.
Tommy Johnson, thank you so much. Made with Black Culture.
Merry Christmas.
MadeWithBlackCulture.com. Merry Christmas. We pay everyone $1 and you can get 2 stickers. He said no one does anything for free. You can't do anything for free. That's what we're trying to do.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Tommy Johnson. Wow, everyone's so nice and thoughtful.
know.
It's kind of crazy. You're up. Take whichever seat you want. Pick your poison. You feeling blue? Oh, you feeling yellow today. I like that. All right. It's been kind of nonstop guest after guest. You having fun?
Yeah.
People are smart and interesting, huh?
They are.
It's pretty good.
That was like.
How are you guys doing today?
Good. How are you? What's your name?
Tuka.
Tuka.
Yes.
Tuca.
Tuka.
K-A.
Yeah. My full name is Lituka, but
Really? How do you spell that?
Letuka.
Where's that from?
South Africa.
That's cool.
Yeah.
How when did you go by Tuka? When did you start going by Tuka? Your whole life?
I've been called that my whole life. Yeah. It's a cut off of my name.
I
so
like
kinda
Tuka. I like
really
both.
simple. Thank you. I
I'm
appreciate
Carey.
it. Carey.
I'm
Nice to
Andrew.
meet you, Carey.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Is your family from South Africa?
Half my family's from South Africa. So everybody on my dad's side is from South Africa. Everybody on my mom's side is from Mexico by way of here.
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
I'm half South African, half Mexican. I didn't
Oh,
have
can you
nothing to
face
do
the
with it.
camera a little bit more? He
Oh,
wants you
for
to.
sure.
He wants to see Tuka's beautiful.
Yo, hello.
face.
Shout
So,
out to the people.
Do you ever go back to South Africa? Do you have family
I
there?
lived there. I
You
lived
lived there?
from when I was born here, raised here until I was 13, and then I moved to South
My
Africa.
hero is from there, Elon Musk.
Do you have dual citizenship?
I see you guys later. I'm kidding. Yeah. Anyway, okay. So
Yeah,
he asked if you have
insane.
dual citizenship.
Oh, yes, but according to the government, no.
Which government? Ours or theirs?
The U.S. and South Africa.
Why?
Why? Is there a
No, I'm
tension?
kidding. No, I'm kidding. I do. They just be like.
Oh, you don't want to get kicked out.
They just be low key about it. Like, I don't know. I think I got it at a time where it was still okay.
Oh.
Yeah, so it was like, yeah. But I lived in South Africa from when I was 13 until I was 22.
Whoa.
Yeah.
How was that?
It's an experience. It's beautiful. Like, I think back to that time a lot, dog. Like,
Was it? So whose choice was it? What your dad wanted to move back, or your mom?
Nah,
or-
my parents never. It was actually just mine. My parents never got married. My parents, they were both studying in France when they met each other. And then, like, my mom was hella young. She was like 19.
Oh
I
my
think
God.
my dad was 22.
And then where were you born? Here?
I was born here.
Oh, wow.
Conceived in France. Paris baby by association. No, I'm kidding.
Like
I can't-
you have the French love.
I
in you.
can't claim for. I can't claim
No,
for.
you
I ain't
can.
even
You can.
I ain't even been there. That's like the worst part. Like, I'm like, yo,
No.
But,
You were there. You were there. in
what had
spirit.
happened was, my parents never got married, unfortunately. And then my mom came back to America. My pops finished school over there, and then
Yeah.
he went back to South Africa.
Wow.
And then the year before I moved to South Africa, one of my good friends, I was going to school out here. I was still living out here.
Yeah.
And he had gone to Mexico for a year with his whole family. And I was
you were inspired.
I was like, yeah, actually, that sounds tight. I want to go to South Africa for a whole year and then go see my family. But my parents never got married, so it was just me.
That's a crazy decision. So was your mom upset when you approached her about this?
I feel like she was kind of preparing for it.
Wow.
13?
That's pretty wild.
I didn't even think about it that much when I was that age, to be honest.
But then why'd you stay there till you were 22?
I have little brothers, one, and for two, it was kind of one of those things like you get awoken to an experience and you get brought to a place of like, oh no, I should be here.
Wow.
I should be here. And then you're here.
Yeah, you want to sit down? You can join us.
Pull up.
Yeah. We're just chatting.
A party. It's the podcast, but outside party.
That's true.
What's up, gang?
Hey, what's your name?
Hi, I'm Roman.
What's up, Roman?
I'm Carey.
Andrew.
Andrew.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you,
It's
Roman.
Tuka.
I'm Tuka.
Carey, Andrew, Tuka.
Roman?
Carey, Andrew, Tuka. Tuka. Andrew, Carey.
Yeah. Roman.
I like the memorization process. That's
I'm a
tough.
teacher, so
That's
Oh,
amazing.
really?
Oh,
What do you
yeah.
teach?
I teach music.
That's
Where?
amazing.
I'm from Fresno, California, and there's a youth organization out there that I teach, so like memorizing names is like the thing.
Yeah.
Like I'm just doing that like all the time. So
You live in Fresno?
yeah.
Cool. Is that where you got that cool haircut?
Yeah, it is.
I feel like they're not capable of doing that in Fresno. They can do that in Fresno?
They can do that in Fresno.
I'm surprised. It's a little too cool.
I went to
surprised.
a casino in Fresno once.
What casino?
Touching me. I forgot.
Tehachapi?
Yes. Something.
Bro,
it was
Tachi-
huge.
Tachi Palace. So
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tachi Palace.
Oh,
It was-
wow.
yeah. It was wild. I've
That's
never
cool.
seen anything like it.
Then
Yeah.
what are the odds that you had that one singular experience in Fresno and he's like, oh, I know where that's at. Dude, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Fresno's pretty small, though, yeah?
Well,
My ex-college roommate was from there. Pretty cool.
Fresno's like 500,000 people.
Why
That's
do
big.
you...
Well, like the metro
Are
area.
you from there? You're born there?
Yeah.
What made you stay?
A lot of reasons, but like overall, like my safety net out there
Cool.
is really good.
Yeah.
Like I
Hell
love my
yeah.
job. I love my friends out there.
Hell yeah.
And like at the time it was just
Shout
like
out to
affordable.
Fresno homies.
Shout out to Fresno.
Shout out to
Fresno.
Fresno homies. For
Yeah.
Big Fresno in the building.
The
I'm
big-
not from Fresno.
The big
but
F,
shout out
huh?
Fresno.
The big F.
Shout out to people walking
Big.
by.
What's the nickname of Fresno?
feel
Is
me?
there a
Hello.
nickname?
Frez yes.
Frez, yes.
Frez,
yes.
yes.
Frez yes.
Yo,
So you
I'm about
teach-
to start saying that, bro.
Yeah.
You're a
You
musician?
want a pizza?
Yeah. I'm a musician.
Yes, dog. Bro, give me that pizza right quick, bro. We in Fresno. No, Frez yeah.
I like that. So it's kind of flipping it around, making it a positive name instead of Fresno.
fine.
Yeah.
That's
No, it's
fun.
pretty cool because like there's a lot of really cool businesses out there and like there's this thing called Frez Yes Fest.
Okay.
And it's pretty cool, but last
Oh, yeah.
year
Someone
your,
beat me
your
to it,
companion
bro.
is really into it.
Yeah,
Wait.
last year it was Fresno because like, it got rained out.
Oh, no.
Oh,
So that kinda
no.
sucked.
So people, I feel like, talk trash on Fresno.
Yeah.
Culturally, do you feel that? Does that sting a little bit, or do you have enough pride that you can withstand it?
I have enough pride that I can withstand it. I mean, like
Do you think they're wrong about their assessment of it?
100%.
Really?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, okay. Like they're not wrong, but they're also not right because it's like any place you go to. Like I don't think I could ever live in LA just because like
I understand.
there's so much here and I feel like it's like overstimulating and every single time I come down here it's like a lot, but also at the same time like when I'm down here I'm like fuck, I could be a rock star. Like I can really do it. Like I feel like I could really do it, you know. But like it's same thing with like Fresno, but except
Yeah.
like it's harder to be a rock star out there I feel like than it is.
I'm glad that you have pride for your hometown. That's cool. Because,
Yeah.
people...
Yeah,
I
hell
also
yeah.
feel like the internet has kind of flattened culture a little bit, where I
Yeah.
feel like every city is capable of having like a cool
Yeah.
scene and cool
Yeah.
people and cool
Yes,
businesses.
dude.
Yes,
because it's like
yes,
we're all we all have
yes,
access to the
bro.
same kind of...
Yes.
Like when I was a kid, I grew up without the internet really, and it was
Yeah.
like a little bit... Like I grew up in the middle of nowhere, and I feel like I had no access to culture because all I had was whatever was on TV and stuff. But now it's like everyone can...
Did you grow up in a compound?
No, but I grew up in a ski resort in Colorado. So
Oh, okay.
I mean, I graduated with 30,
Right.
30 kids at the only public high school in the entire like 2-hour radius, or an hour radius, because in the middle of the
I
mountains.
remember you telling me about
Yeah,
your
it's,
ski
it's
resort
very
life.
weird,
Okay,
very
yeah.
weird. Like it was nice. I was a privileged place to grow up. I'm not complaining, but it just was very small, and I felt like I didn't have access to things. Whereas,
Yeah.
even living in Fresno now, you can
Go anywhere.
You
Yeah.
know what's happening in the world.
It's grown a lot. Like, the reason, I was in Coachella yesterday because I have some family over there, but the reason I'm out here is, I hope it's okay to plug, but I was
Let's
putting
plug.
these out. This is my solo project, and
Oh, you got music?
I
Oh,
make
that's
music.
so
I put it
tough.
out.
Oh,
That's-
amazing.
So I was putting
That's what I
these
need
out.
to
It's
get
like
on.
kind of straight to the point.
Oh, great.
But like everybody, like I don't actually sound like
Oh, thank
Miggy.
you.
but like he's a really big inspiration to me, and like
I
a lot
like
of people
him.
are into him right now.
Ooh,
So like I put
for
that
fans
out.
of Bon Iver,
Yeah.
McGee,
Yeah.
Dijon. All right, say
Quadeca,
that.
I know
Say
that.
that.
I know that
And JD
Quadeca
Beck
guy.
and Domi. Let's go. These
Yeah.
are good. See, I love this. This is a good.
I don't. Just if you want, by the way, we do
Roaming
like
around.
Roaming around. We
Roaming
do.
around.
We have like musicians make custom theme songs for us every episode.
Oh,
If you
really?
ever wanted to make us a theme song, I would plug your new album in the intro or whatever. Just throwing it out there, but you don't have to. But if that,
What even is this podcast?
it's. But no matter what, check out Roaming Around, the new album, The Toll of Unconditional Love. People can find it on Spotify and stuff like
yeah,
that.
Spotify, Apple Music.
There you go. Check it out. I'm
Yeah.
gonna listen to it later.
Hell
I
yeah.
love this.
Thank you.
That's
Shout out
great.
to Plug too. That's beautiful.
So
Yeah.
you came to LA. I mean, that's kind of funny. You came to LA to promote this on the streets, and you got a really
Straight
good
up.
opportunity to do it in front of
Yeah.
some people. That's awesome.
Yeah, no, this is pretty cool.
How
Um,
long have you been making music yourself?
A long time, since like 2016.
Mm.
It's like when I actually, well, I would say like even like when I was in elementary school, like I would write like little like.
How old are you?
I'm 27 now.
Let's go.
Yeah, so I'd write like little jingles, and like I was in this music group, and I'd put it out there, and I'd perform it like with my friends, and like you know that feeling. I don't know if you guys are musicians, but like you have your first band, and you're like, we're gonna
that's
do
cool.
it.
Yeah,
we're
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
make it.
Listen, you
like
gotta
we're
pay.
14 years old.
I was in a punk band when I was 10 out here in LA. And
Yeah.
we played like a few shows in East LA.
You thought it was it?
I thought it was like, bro, I was like, we're about to be so up.
Wait,
Yeah.
wait.
Take over
I have
the
a
world.
question. Who was in the audience for a punk show with a 10-year-old performer? Were they
Bro,
adults?
that
Me.
is
It's
kinda
me.
crazy. Exactly. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
bro.
You know about this too?
No, but I feel like a 10-year-old in a punk band is actually the coolest thing.
I
I've
know.
It's the
ever-
coolest shit. I mean, I
But were
didn't
they
think about
adults
it.
out there or kids?
So what happened was it was like the main band member. He was like my homie. He was a drummer, and he what you call it? His dad was in the band. His dad is in a legendary LA band. Shout out Quinto Sol. They've been playing everywhere all over LA.
Okay.
Shout out Quinto Sol. Those the big homies. His son was in the band, and he was like, "Yo, pull up. I want you to be in the band." We're like, "All right, cool." But we been childhood friends and type of thing. So it was kind of like we kick it all the time, and then we would jam all the time too. And then eventually we got two of our other homies involved, and one of them was 14. I was the youngest. It was 10. I think like 11, 12, and 14. The singer was 14.
Wow.
And then initially I wanted to be on drums, but they were like, "You're not nice like that." And I was like, "I bet." So then they put me on bass, and I was like, "All right, I could hold a note on bass. Fuck it." And this huge bass is like, I'm 10 years old, and this bass is like more than half, 3/4 of my body, bro. And it was just
Wow.
like, but the thing is, like, we played at a skate shop.
Yeah.
We played at the East LA Civic Center, and then we played. We closed out like a festival. It was kind of
my
sick.
God.
It was kind of sick. Like the run,
funny.
the run was kind of crazy for like those few little months. or
And then
however
what
long
happened? It just went.
existed.
It went away.
Just fizzled away, bro. Kids get into things. They go on about their lives. I stayed in music though, so I've been musical my whole life, type of thing. What's up?
Thank
Oh
you.
damn, I missed the moment. It's okay.
It's okay.
I'll live forever.
You're in the moment. No.
In the podcast.
I mean,
but
if
outside.
the Rizzler can have like 800,000 listens a month, then what's wrong with a 10-year-old being in a punk
I
band?
That's
still don't
true.
even know who that is, bro.
The
He's
Rizzler?
Like the Rizzler. He's a kid or something, right?
He's a
That's
kid.
like-
He might be a kid.
The
He might
funniest
be-
thing
he
about
might
the
be a
the funniest thing about the Rizzler is like a month ago when everyone on Twitter found out that he's not part of that family.
I know. Who is?
just
He's like
he's
a
totally
neighborhood
other
child.
kid. No, not even the same neighborhood.
Hell yeah.
They were just like he was kind of gaining his own traction online, and then the Costco family was kind of like, you have the same vibe. You should come do
They
stuff with us.
absorbed him.
They absorbed the Rizzler. It's
insane.
so funny.
Not the Costco. Is the Costco for the double chocolate?
Yes.
Oh,
So they
bro,
absorbed the
don't-
Rizzler, and it became part of the. Are you aware of him, Roman?
Dave
Mark Anthony?
Oh, sorry, Mark Anthony. Sorry, Mark Anthony.
Like
Are they-
the fashion guy?
No,
Anthony's
that's Mark
a-
No,
Jacobs.
Huh?
That's Mark
Mark
Jacobs.
Anthony's a
an
pop
artist.
star.
Yeah.
Mark
He's like
Anthony?
a big
He's a
singer.
music star.
He's
Yeah,
like-
I feel like I've heard that name, but I'm not like super
The
familiar.
number
with
of
it.
people that have been taking photos with this
was
today
J-Lo.
is
Isn't it the Living La Vida?
That's Ricky Martin.
Oh, that's Ricky Martin. I'm sure.
No.
Mark Anthony was married to J-Lo, and they have kids.
Oh yeah.
But he's
yeah,
like a
yeah,
big.
yeah, yeah.
He's like in Latin America. He's like the
It's
big,
huge.
one
Yeah,
of the biggest.
every person
Yeah.
walking by is so excited about this.
Yeah.
It's really kind of awesome
I'm
to
tripping,
see.
bro.
Fun nerdy fact, but "Livin' La Vida Loca" was the first tune ever recorded in electronic DAW.
In Pro Tools,
like
huh?
Tools, yeah.
Oh,
I
really?
I learned that at school. That was actually tough.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
It's like
the
editing software.
Yeah, the editing software that you record stuff in.
Yeah.
That is what. That was the
The
very
first digital.
first digital recording of a song. like
Prior to that, it was
Wow.
all analog recording stuff.
Yeah.
So,
Oh,
wow, Living La
Oh.
Vida
So, like
Loca.
tape and that kind of thing. But what he said. Yeah.
They really were living La Vida Loca.
They
huh?
were.
Yeah,
Yeah,
kinda changing the whole world.
Changing
I'm
the
living La
whole
Vida Tuca right now.
Hey man, that's a.
Yeah, you like that?
You heard it here first, folks. You heard it here first.
So Tuka moved to South Africa to be with his father when he was 13 years old on his own volition. So you stayed there for 10 years because you had half brothers there and stuff, you said?
Yeah. Shout out my little brothers, bro. Shout out my little brothers.
Are they still there?
They're all there. All of them are there, bro.
Oh, wow.
All of them are there. We all got different moms except the last 3.
Have you gone back then later in life or just for that stint?
So I was there 13-22. I just moved back in 2021.
Oh,
I haven't been back since.
Wow.
Yeah, just because it's hella expensive and it's a mission to get out there.
Of course.
And I'm also from here, so like my other half of my family's here, so it's a good time. And I hadn't seen them for about 10 years, so it's kind of like.
When you went there, you never came back?
I came back like 3 times.
That's crazy.
Wow.
3 times maybe. Like,
was it what made you make the decision to come back home?
Music.
Oh, okay.
Music. Just the industry over in South Africa, like as it's still learning kind of thing, whereas it's not as established as it is in America.
Can people find your music online?
Hell yeah, they can.
Okay, what's that?
Tuka Sounds. I wish I had this, but it's 2KA Sounds. SOUN.
Okay, well, it's so funny that both your band names are your name, like kind of puns on your names.
I know. I love it, bro. I love it. But my artist name is just Tuka, 2KA. So like, also I use that.
Oh, 2 and then KA.
Yes.
Oh, I like that. That's cool.
Yeah, Tuka. I keep it for familiarity purposes. It's real simple.
I like that.
Just on an aside, I really want your fleece.
I know. We both have
got you,
bro. That little Sherpie?
Oh, you
thank
got
you, bro. I'm
yeah.
holler back at you, bro. Shout out my Fresno Connects. 2 of my really good friends are from Fresno. Dog. I'm not gonna lie, that's crazy.
Have you been to the surfing thing there? There's like a surf.
Yeah. It's like.
I went to it.
Yo, how? It's like $20,000 a day to rent
My husband did art for them.
So
we went to the.
Did you surf?
No, but.
Was it to surf in Fresno?
There's a giant. There's a
Fresno,
wave.
surf in Fresno.
It's like a wave
pool.
machine.
There's a wave pool.
Kelly
Slater has a wave pool there.
So it's like
that's so cool.
That's why I went to the casino because I was out there.
That's so cool that you went there. Oh man, I'm so jealous of that. I mean, it's it's inaccessible to go as a person, but anyways, that sounds awesome. That's
Other
cool.
random fun fact, but they're out of all places, Fresno has a professional hockey team as well.
Oh, weird.
Yo, I love that you're so clued up on your hometown, bro. I love that. I love and respect that so much. It's like, hey, just by the way, Fresno.
Fresno is also where the credit card and the debit card were invented.
Let's go.
And
shout
the
out Fresno
landfill
again, bro.
And
shout out Fresno again, bro.
The
That's
landfill.
Fresno's 4 for 4 right now,
so
bro.
Fresno's kind of responsible
I'm not even from there. Shout out Fresno.
Fresno's kind of responsible for the massive debt that each individual in our country is in
not credit
debt.
institution.
Okay, maybe not. I don't know. Okay, I might have got to take one of those shouts.
The actual
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Landfills. I thought that was Jersey.
It's responsible for your grandpa going in debt for like Temu shopping, but you know, not like
not the culture that
military
surrounds
spending and
what.
stuff like
so you teach music to kids.
Yeah.
What is your like? How do you? Oh, thank you. How do you like? I don't know. Do you teach more about like how to make music or just how to play instruments and stuff?
Like it kind of goes everywhere. So like with my youngest kids, it's really just about like teaching them how to play, because I feel like if you're learning how to make it, you have to first know how to play it. You have to spend a little bit of time.
Yeah,
for sure.
That's even when I tell like my kids who like try to like start making it right away. I'm like, do it, yes.
I wish you could tell everyone in LA that.
Yeah.
that in order to achieve the thing, they have to get good at it.
You gotta do it. You might just have to, bro.
Yeah, you really have to like get good at it.
It's
and,
not really about that. It's more
Yeah.
about like looking cool and posting cool pictures and stuff.
Yeah, but also at the same time too, it's like you have to like really study. And in my opinion, this is just what I found at least. Which you have to like study an instrument and like get good at that.
Yeah,
instrument.
of course. Yeah.
Like my main instrument is drums.
Oh yes,
but like
he doesn't have it like that.
Yes,
yeah.
Drummers.
Yeah,
we're out here, bro.
Yeah, that's where I'm like most comfortable. But yeah, like I tell that to all my students, like the students that eventually like go on to like make their own bands and write their own songs, like I give them like every little bit of information I can. Like I even have like this note of all the logistical stuff that I have, where I'm like I give them like.
What age are your students, if you don't mind me asking?
I teach all ages. So I teach, since it's a youth organization, it's like it's not like involved in a school. So it could be like any kids from like second grade all the way to seniors in high school.
Wow,
that's amazing.
Yeah.
Is it like a Christian thing or just like a
no, just an independent thing.
Okay,
it's called
cool.
We Got the Beat. If you look up at WGTB Fresno, that is the organization.
WGTB Fresno.
Yeah, we had a couple posts go viral last year that was pretty sick.
That's so cool, bro.
I'm really proud of
That's
that.
great.
Shout out the internet virality.
Yeah.
Shout out virality.
I'll
Shout
show
out
you
virality.
this.
Bro, I went
I'll show you
yeah,
this.
yeah.
This is like I just scour the internet and like take every contact that I possibly can from every city.
Oh, that's
like
cool.
at various times. So like when I have a student that's looking out to do that, I'm like, here you go.
Oh,
You
talk to
take
these
it.
people. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's
You seem like a
amazing.
great mentor.
Yeah,
I try to be.
That's awesome.
I love mentors that take the extra step, that go that extra bit to be like, hey, I see you really want to do this thing. I'm going to provide you with the tools. Bah, here you go, bro. That goes a long way. I'm a self-taught drummer, so I didn't have classes. I had like a string of classes for maybe like a month or something. But the things that teacher taught me and told me, like, I was like, I still remember them. I still remember the moment that those things kind of stuck.
Yeah.
And I even found him on Instagram not that long ago. I haven't DM'd him yet because I'm like, he probably don't even remember. But it's like still knowing that those people exist and are still out there doing what they taught you to do is always really refreshing. Yeah. And bro, shout out that. You got a favorite drummer?
Oh, man, too many. Nate Smith.
Shout out Nate Smith, bro.
Let's see. Nate Smith. I was a huge Joey Jordison fan growing
Woo,
up.
Joey Jordan.
Yeah.
Oh, bro. Rest in peace, Joey Jordison.
Let me see.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, rest in peace, Joey.
Rest in peace, dog.
Let me see. Lewis Cole.
Shout out Eloy, though. Shout
Eloy?
out Eloy Casagrande.
Eloy Casagrande, yeah.
Shout out Eloy,
I know,
though.
dude. He's nuts.
He's fucking crazy.
Yeah, he's nuts.
He's
I
so
know.
good.
Every single time, like, I see people on the internet playing their instrument, I'm like, damn. Like, I need to get better. Especially
good.
like, yeah, especially when they're like 7.
Yeah.
Like that little kid. I forget what his name is.
The Rizzler.
The Rizzler. He's back. The Rizzler. Somehow he's back, bro.
His body is his instrument.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. Those very solid pick. Very solid pick, bro.
Yeah.
Damn.
It was
Well,
cool.
hey.
JD Beck.
Hey.
Oh, shout out JD Beck, bro.
Well, I guess we'll say thank you for sitting down.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
feel like
of
your
course.
friend, but we'll check out the music roaming around.
We definitely want to check out that.
We hope
At
you have
Roman X around on Instagram,
okay.
TikTok.
We hope you have a
So-
great trip to LA, and we hope you're successful in getting
Good
the word out
holiday.
about your music. I mean,
Thank
you already
you.
have been here, and I'm gonna check it out on the drive home.
The Toll of Unconditional Love, released on October 4th of this year.
Roaming
It's my
around.
second album. I did everything myself. I played all the instruments. I did all the production. I did all the singing. I did all that stuff.
And
Yeah.
his dad is the head of A&R Records.
Don't
so that's
fucking
pretty
play with my
No,
boy.
no, I swear I'm not a nepo child.
I'm kidding.
Don't play with my boy Roman, you feel me? We roaming around in this bitch.
I have a question for you.
What's up?
For you, what has been the toll of Unconditional Love? Did you go through heartbreak? Is that part of the album?
Oh my God. Shout out my little brother.
Okay.
So if you're
Shout
watching this, you should come home.
Shout out to little
But
brothers,
it's
man.
like a lot of it's like about like my little brother
Oh.
who like went out there and like kind of like abandoned everybody.
So you haven't heard from your brother in how long?
April
Okay.
of this
Oh.
year. But like before that, like I hadn't heard from him since like basically like a year ago. It like was like a stunt of time where like he was in like he got into this relationship with this girl who like put him through the ringer.
Oh my gosh.
And yeah, it was really rough. And like at first I didn't really say anything because I'm just like, you know, like I want you to learn and live
Yeah.
with mistakes and you know all that. But then like he got I don't want to say the extent of
Sure.
the
whatever
trouble
you're
he got into,
comfortable
but
sharing.
he did some really
He did some stupid shit, and
Yeah.
and you don't even know where he is in the country or anything.
I know he's in like the Bay Area. But
Wow.
that's it.
And
maybe
you have no way to contact him.
No, he blocked me on everything.
And
He
your
blocked,
and
he
your
blocked
parents
my
too?
parents. He blocked my grandparents. He blocked my little cousins.
Oh my god.
Like it was jacked up.
I'm so sorry to hear that. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah,
So
but like
what,
a
what
lot
are
of
the,
it.
what are the steps that you can take in that situation to try to track him down?
I don't know. Like I can't really track him down. The only thing that I can do really is like just text him and be like, "Hey, dude, like I hope you're okay." And
Like from a new number or something? Like
No, I text him from my number.
and it's
Maybe
it
he'll
doesn't get
unblock you.
You don't know.
No,
You're
it
just
doesn't.
hoping.
Yeah, I'm just. It still is blocked. I've noticed that like on Sundays, or like my parents have noticed on Sundays that it'll at least say delivered because I feel like he opens his phone up sometimes just to like
Strange.
see like you know if anybody cares about him, but like I still haven't gotten a message delivered to him. So
Well, I'm really sorry,
there's-
Roman.
There's a
Man.
couple songs on that album that are like
About
I'm
that.
directly calling his ass out.
You just have to, because I'm sober, and when someone's going through, you just have to. You can't be like, you have to do this.
Right, they
You
have to
you're
wanna
doing
do
the
it.
right thing.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm really just hoping and like being there like more for like
Yeah.
I guess like myself in a way because like you know he's my brother, you know he's like I slept in the same bed as him.
Yeah.
Like
Oh
we,
my gosh.
Like we grew up together. like, you know, when I was younger, like, I had a couple of moments where I told, like we'd get into, like, some really big fights, because I was a bigger brother. So, you know, like, he'd, you know, be annoying and stuff like that, and I put him in his place the best that I could when I was younger. You know, as violent as that can be sometimes when you're younger, like,
wow.
I'm just being honest.
No.
This is what siblings do.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, I understand.
Like, and you learn, you grow up and do that from it. And, like, a couple of years ago, I told him, like, hey, dude, like, I'm really sorry that, like, you know, I was really rough to you when we were growing up. And he was like, it's fine. And then he called me like a year ago telling me, like, everything that he was going through at the time.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God. So, yeah, he, like, moved out in, like, in a big scene, and
oh my gosh.
ever since then, like, he at that time he didn't cut me off yet, and then, like, after, he did stupid stuff to get himself put in a place where criminals go.
Oh no.
Yeah,
he's going through it.
Yeah, he's going through it. So I'm just like, even at the same time, where I'm like, I love you so much, but you're making the stupidest mistakes. It's like one of those things where, like, that's, like, kind of what the theme is about, like,
of your album. Wow.
How does it, like, what does it really take to, like, love somebody unconditionally? Like,
because he's showing you that he's making it hard for you to love him, but you still are doing it. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and I hate saying that.
No, I understand what you mean. No,
so
I have an older brother who's paranoid schizophrenic and has gone through a lot of similar issues in his life and was in jail when I was a kid and was violent and stuff. And you know, I have sympathy for the situation that he's going through that he didn't wish upon himself, but then it's also dark to have someone do things that hurt you and the people around you and still have love for them. Yeah, it's a complicated situation. I totally understand. Did you think about, not to draw too strong of a parallel, but the Luigi Mangione story? Because he kind of left his family for the last year or whatever too.
Yeah,
it's very different. I'm not trying to say it's the same, but that story became very dark and sad when his family spoke out and said, like, you know, we haven't talked to him since however long, and he's clearly going through it, and it's a similar kind of thing of just like when your family is trying to connect with you, it's very sad.
But here's the thing, though, like, my brother is, like, I kind of already soft said it, but he went to the place criminals go for doing really dumb stuff. Yeah, like, he didn't, like, you know, assassinate a CEO. Or, like, he could even do, like, street racing.
No, I'm not saying,
like,
it's the same.
You know, like, get arrested for, like, doing parkour or something, like, on people's cars. That would be so fucking cool. Yeah. But he's not doing that. He's doing really
stupid shit,
dumb stuff.
Well, hey, if you're watching, contact your family.
Yeah,
please reach out. At least they want nothing but the best for you, and
we're gonna get you home, bro.
And you guys can figure out how to
get you home,
how to make things better. In the future. Hey, and Roman, thanks for sharing that.
And I also just wanted to say before you leave, it's really it's heart-wrenching to see, because I can see you carrying a lot of that pain in your spirit still, but at the same time, you know, the fact that you just don't give up, like, that's such a crucial aspect in everything you got going on, is that you don't give up. I can't say I can't say I'm going through something similar, but my little brother is also kind of like removed from our family a little bit right now, and we're all trying to get a hold of him, but his mom's isn't budging, type of thing. And that's like, I know what it's like to really want somebody there that it's beyond your power for them to get there to you. And it's like, sometimes you just gotta wait it out.
It's like Carey was saying, they gotta want it themselves.
Exactly. You literally gotta pray. You literally gotta keep pushing, and I salute you for even taking a moment like this. Like, you could have used this for anything else, just music, be like, I'll go on about my day and then talk about this thing, keep it to yourself. But the fact that you're choosing to bring awareness to it, the fact that you're choosing to, you never know who could hear it, and who could put two and two together and be like, hey, bro, looks like guy in the video, you know, like, I think just more power to you, bro.
Thank you.
I wish you so much just success in the journey of getting your brother back home, bro.
Thank you.
If you need a hug, holla at your boy. I'm all for hugs.
Before I leave, I'll give you all hugs. Reach out to your family.
Reach out to your family.
Call your mom.
Call your mom.
Call your mom.
Take care of your mental health.
If you're lucky enough, talk to your grandparents. Jeez, man.
Talk to your grandparents, bro. Shout out the grandmas, the abuelas, abuelitos in the world. Unjunoaka, Ntatuaka, Baboaka, everybody. Shout out whole familial structure.
Take care, Roman. There's $1 sticker for you and your friend too.
Sweet. I'll do that. Danny left.
It's okay. I hope you connect with them.
Yeah. So probably got to make a step up out of here.
We got to give your hugs.
I want to give him
Take out the headphones. Andrew. See you, Roman. Safe travels. We'll check out your music. Yeah, be well.
Thank you guys.
Yeah, thank you.
That's
he
a
was
sweetheart with
sweet.
such a heavy story. It's such a tragic story, man.
Yeah.
Damn, bro.
Maybe
I don't
his
know.
brother will see it.
I don't feel bad for him. I'm kidding. Don't worry.
I feel nothing.
I don't feel that. I don't
feel
feel that.
anything.
Oh, you guys were sad? Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys were actually
I didn't
processing
No,
emotional trauma?
I
Yeah,
thought
I don't
we
get
were-
it,
I
dude.
thought we were all
don't get it.
kidding.
I thought we were all just joking, bro.
No, that's really interesting. I'm glad that he shared that so last minute there. And yeah, that's dark.
I
I'm
felt
sorry.
like it was also like a moment for him to open up. He just kind of took
Yeah,
it.
he
and was
he
like,
felt very
yeah.
vulnerable. It was
And
cool.
Hey.
It takes a
Hey.
lot of, bro. It takes a lot of courage. You just pop up on some strangers on the sidewalk with a
Yeah.
microphone and do that.
It's also a good time. I feel like this time of year, everyone's.
Yeah, feeling family.
Pensive.
People who are not connected with their family. Dude,
Yeah.
There's a huge crew right now from Mark.
Shout out the crew.
I know. I want to
People.
talk to one of them about.
They're so
about Mark.
Yeah.
They're like I mean, it's pretty
I'd love
funny.
to. I want to just hear what they say.
I mean, I'm sure it's
Hi.
probably like.
Should we ask her?
Are you really? You love Mark Anthony? You like him? Oh, cool. Good to hear. She likes
Crazy.
him. Yeah.
Yeah, man. What you guys got going on for the rest of the day?
I got to pack because I'm about to go see family. I'm about to drive up north to the Bay Area. I'll keep an eye out for Roman's little brother. I'm gonna go visit my family up there and for the holidays. That's about it. Are you you're hanging in town?
This is my favorite time to be.
Oh,
in
to
LA.
be in. I hear you. I often
Bro, yeah.
am, but I'm just. Yeah,
I've been traveling a lot, so I'm glad to be.
Yeah, you've been on tour.
Mhm.
How have the shows been?
Great.
Yeah.
We were in Chicago and New York. I was actually in New York the day that Luigi shot.
Oh, shit.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
The city was a
buzz.
There was an
City was
electricity in the
There was
air.
electricity in the air.
Yeah.
That's a crazy. That
wind.
story is just getting so interesting.
Hi.
Yeah. Hey, how are you? That's really wild.
That is very.
What's your live show like?
Well, this year we were doing it's like half kind of stand up,
Oh,
half
cool.
recap with a PowerPoint, and then we sing.
Oh,
So
awesome.
it's kind of like a
Do you also like
cabaret.
chat, or is every show
Oh,
kind
yeah.
of similar? Okay.
Yeah.
It's also just like a normal podcast.
yeah.
kind
We
of thing.
do this year. We had one show that we were taking on the road.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
but we would have different banter in the
Oh,
beginning.
cool.
Yeah,
Cool. That's great.
we riff.
Hey, that's great.
You
No,
know
it
what
seems
they-
like
you
you
know
guys
that-
have been busy on the road. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
it's been fun.
Yeah, I like touring as well. We haven't been in a little while, but I think we play the same venues.
This is like
The Mark Anthony scene
This is definitely the
heavy.
magnet. You guys picked the right spot.
we really
I know,
did.
it's
You
like
guys
a
picked the
little
right spot to,
it's a little
to gather in the
distracting.
crowd.
Do you like Mark Anthony?
Yeah, Mark Anthony. Yeah, always
See.
the best. Yeah, yeah. J-Lo made a mistake, huh? Who broke up with who?
I think she made
You think
several
we-
mistakes.
Who broke up with who in that relationship? Bye.
I don't know, but I'd argue Mark. I don't know.
Yeah.
I wasn't there for it. I don't even want to speak on J-Lo
Speaking
or
of
Mark Anthony.
speaking of Mark Anthony a little bit, do you connect with your Mexican side of your family?
Oh hell yeah!
Like, do you-
Culturally, I grew up Mexican.
You feel more Mexican culturally?
I can't say I feel more anything than the other.
Sure.
It's just more like
Where in Mexico?
Guadalajara. Shout out Jalisco. Saludos a Jalisco. A toda la gente en Jalisco. Muchas gracias.
So do you go back to Mexico sometimes? too?
Yeah, I was just there in July. Yeah, and
Wow.
it was a time. It
Wow.
was beautiful.
So you speak Spanish fluently?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
It's my first. I grew up speaking Spanish. It's my first language. And then when I got to South Africa, I had to learn how to speak some African languages. Dumelang, Lekai.
Such an interesting guy, Tuka.
What
Just
part of
awesome.
South Africa?
Johannesburg, Josie. Shout out Josie. 011 represent, dog. Hey, let's go. I love being able to do that. Just being like, yo, hey, shouting people out. I just love shout out the world. Shout out Earth.
Yeah.
Shout out people on Earth. The
Yeah.
Earth. But Johannesburg is my second home.
Is it a nice place to visit, like as a tourist, do you think? Or is it a little intense?
Go if you know somebody there.
Okay, that's a good experience.
Don't go by yourself.
Really?
Don't be like. It's not that it's like super dangerous, but it's one of those places like you'd want to take that extra safety.
Okay.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Okay.
Like, you can still get around, but also like if you wind up in the wrong place and they hear your American accent, you're gonna get taken advantage of.
Yeah,
And that's
interesting.
not everybody.
Sure,
it's
sure,
not
sure.
everybody, but you know the
It's
people
just-
there, like the people there are so rich and so beautiful in culture as well. I do want to say that. I don't
Yeah.
want to downplay the richness.
No,
of
no,
the
no,
heritage
no.
at the
Yeah,
same
yeah,
time. But
yeah.
it's just like any big city, like any major city
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
of thing. It's just like
If you're not in your element.
exactly you got to be more cautious and you got to be more attentive to your surroundings. But culturally, it's one of the most beautiful places I've ever been in my entire life and had the privilege of living in. And aesthetically, it's so beautiful.
Yeah, it looks
Aesthetically,
amazing.
it's so beautiful. Infrastructurally, it suffers from a lot of corruption, and unfortunately, that's something that bears resemblance to Mexico as well. And corruption is one of those things that like allows things like domestic violence cases to thrive, like fraud and theft and money laundering. Those kind of things exist because of corruption, unfortunately. So all the while I can say I fully love South Africa with my entire heart, there's always that part of me that's like, but that thing though,
I understand.
Isn't the president of Mexico's a woman, right?
Yeah.
And she's pretty cool.
From what I've heard, I haven't done a lot of research into it, admittedly, but I've heard good things.
Great.
I've heard it's exciting.
Yeah,
that's
it's
great.
exciting. That's the first woman president.
It's a new thing.
She's just. I think she's just really progressive and like.
That's great. We gotta get a woman here. I'm so sick of this. I think
I would love to see that. I really want to.
I have a thought that I think we should pass a law somehow where the next election, both sides have to propose a woman. That way, misogyny isn't part of the voting thing.
I just know the first female president of America will be like a Margaret Thatcher type.
Oh, like not so chill. But that's I'd rather have that. I just for the sake of come on, let's just let a woman do it.
Yeah,
I'm truly so. It's just
we had our chance.
Let's get it going, man. Let's mix it up.
Agreed.
It's just kind of. I mean, I don't know. Anyway, whatever.
I'm kind of over presidency, man.
Oh, in general, no more.
I feel like even though it's like. But no one person has that much control. And granted, there is a lot of people and there's a lot of the three different branches of government. But still, like,
well, I think it's just that they are in control of everyone below them. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, even with the past elections, I focused primarily on what's happening in the state, like voting for rent, voting for rent control. Like,
of course, yeah. I mean, luckily we live in California.
Thankfully, yeah. But even that sometimes feels like, bro, they're just telling you can do this, so it makes you feel like you have power in some place, in shape or form. But it's like ultimately there is a higher up, somebody sitting in a chair that decides, and it's like it's unfortunate. It's really unfortunate. I feel like we've shot ourselves in the foot as a humanity by making one person be like, abortions, fuck that.
I know.
And it's like, what are you doing?
What
the fuck are you doing? You're 80.
Yeah.
You got like 10 seconds left on Earth, my guy.
Yeah.
All of y'all in the cabinet, bro. Get past the torch. Pass the torch, please, bro.
I just saw something yesterday about a congresswoman who was
you shared that, right?
She was like, I don't know if she's still in Congress technically, but she was, no one knew where she was for 6 months, and she was in a dementia home.
She was like, she was found wandering the streets.
That's so scary.
Taken in,
a GOP congresswoman.
That would be
they didn't know who she was.
That would be so sick as a premise for a horror game. I hope somebody's out there like
just like.
You gotta escape old people, like old congressmen people that are just.
Well, then like Nancy Pelosi's like falling down the staircase at the palace of the Prince of Luxembourg, and it's just like, why is she there? I mean, I'm glad she's okay, but I'm like, why?
That's terrible.
What is happening?
Or alternatively, you save elderly people from death, fucking inducing incidents. That's a video game idea.
I like the stance that if you don't have too much time left, like you don't get to imprint yourself on this planet anymore.
Like, because you're not even gonna live long enough to see those policies in effect in totality.
Yes.
Like
that's what
you're
they
just
want to do.
Fucking things up for the rest of the people. Pardon my French. You're just messing things up for the rest of the people, and this is kind of like,
hello, how are you?
I wish
nice to see you.
Nice, curious.
I know you want to sit down. You're welcome to. No,
do you want to sit down?
Nah.
We need to wrap it up. But they're just so interesting.
Anyways,
wow, that's true. I mean, I think if you're over 80, let's just get out of here.
I feel like if you're over 80, you just got other shit to do. Like, I don't want to be managing countries when I'm 80. I don't
know why they want to do it.
I don't want to be managing anything when I'm 80.
Like, why does Nancy Pelosi want to be doing this?
That's because she's. I think they're like. My friend once described them as like witch queens lording over like immortality.
Shout out the lizard people, the lizard people. That
just
when I'm that age, I want to be like shoplifting.
But I had a teacher one time. He's like, I lived a lot of my life kind of like in shelter, but man, if I make it to 85, I'm trying heroin. And I was like.
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, sure.
You made it that far.
Yeah.
I'm like, do what you want to do, but what the fuck? Why heroin? But hey, to each their own, man. I'm not gonna
straight to age.
Give it a shot.
Just straight to age, bro. Not even like a
Nancy H. Pelosi. That's gonna be your nickname next year. Just do it H. It might lighten her up a little bit. You know, she's a ghoul. She looks like a true ghoul. Like she's like haunted.
She's so scary.
She is very.
I mean, there's a part of me that respects her just for like.
Yeah,
but she always sounds like she's like has an Altoid in her mouth.
Yeah. Speaking of old politicians, are you afraid that RFK Jr. is going to ban Diet Coke? The thing you spilled earlier. Have you heard about that?
Yeah.
He's talking about. Are you like? Is that a genuine concern for the Diet Coke community?
It is.
What would you do if that was banned? Would it be really hard? Because you drink it probably every day, right?
Yeah.
Because I know I feel like Diet Coke drinkers are like as hardcore as like coffee drinkers. Like it's like part of their life.
I'm radicalizing.
Do you think there's any possibility that might happen?
Diet Coke?
I don't know. I mean, I can't believe. Do you think he'll be confirmed?
I don't know.
I mean, anything's possible.
Anything's
at this point.
possible.
Right now, in this where we are right now.
Yeah, this is in December before.
Anything is. There's so many things happening right now that I'm like, I can't believe this is happening. So
you should get a couple cases. You should start hoarding.
I should stock up.
You should stock
up on DC.
I think we should all start stocking up in general.
Oh, on a lot of different things. Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
I stock up on experiences in life and joy with my friends. I stock up on joy. Stock up on joy 2025.
Are you in a relationship, Tuka?
Hell yeah.
Oh, really?
It's going swimmingly, as they say.
What's up with this person?
That's my woman. I would pray future wife.
Really? How long have you been together?
About 4.5 years.
Oh.
And tried and true. Sorry?
Did you meet in LA?
No, we met in South Africa, actually.
Does she live there?
No.
You brought her here?
It's also another long story.
My man brought a woman from South Africa. That's pretty cool.
I actually didn't bring her. She was born in Miami.
Okay. She's kind of like the East Coast version of you.
Somewhat. And her parents are also from Africa. But
that's what I mean, yeah.
She grew up a little bit all over the world, like some bit of Amsterdam, a bit of South Africa, a bit of Portugal.
A worldly woman.
Kind of thing. Well-traveled, well-versed, well-cultured.
Where does she live?
She lives with me. We live together now, thankfully. It's a blessing. We didn't see each other for 2 years because we did long distance. And she was in Portugal for 2 years.
Wow.
Because she was in New York. School, pursuing dreams, film school, and then just things didn't work out. People get priced out. It happens all the time. So she had to retract to Portugal where her family lives to kind of reconfigure, replan, and then moved out to LA. And now here we are. Just
what is she up to in LA?
Bro, thriving.
Really?
Film school. We're both studying. We're both studying. We actually both went to school together. Started school together this year. I was not at all trying to do school.
Amazing.
And then I started school.
On that.
Shout out love and shout out goals, accomplishments, building, that kind of thing.
Wow.
And now we're both steady on our paths to our futures.
I believe it.
I do too.
I tell you what, I think you're going to be very successful in whatever you pursue, whether
Thank
it be
you so
music
much.
or something else. You're a very charming, nice young man, and
I appreciate
I'm
you
proud
guys.
of you.
Yeah, I love talking to you.
Yeah, I love talking to you too. Yeah, you're great. Yeah, truly.
Hey, if ever y'all need an extra guest, when y'all in LA, holla at me.
Yeah,
I'll be
we
around.
live in LA. I mean, I live here, so yeah, hit us up.
Yeah,
DM us on there.
This is so cool. Podcast, but outside.
Yeah.
You guys?
Well, he is no longer with us. He doesn't not part of the show anymore. So this is a guest.
I'm doing
He's
a cameo.
That is me though. That's me.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah. We gotta figure out what to do with the logo.
Head of hair,
Who knows?
You gotta throw them glasses on his logo.
Yeah, I know. I used to wear contacts. All right. Hey, Tuka, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Be well.
Carey and
Yeah, reverse, but that's correct.
Okay.
That's correct.
Man.
Yeah. Oh no, you're okay. Everything's okay. Interesting. You want to sit down? Be our final guest. Yeah. Oh, are you? Hold on.
I'm good.
Are you? Oh, you're here. Lift up your. Go lean on the back a little bit. I'll help you out.
Oh.
Okay. Is that good?
Yes. Hi.
What's your name?
I'm Angelica.
Angelica. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you guys doing?
I'm Carey.
I'm Andrew.
Nice to meet you.
What are you up to today?
I'm just about to go to a
God,
good
fucking
roast duck place. Just enjoying walking around Hollywood and.
Pa Ord?
Yeah.
He's going there. Oh, are you his girlfriend?
Yeah.
Exactly. Damn it. That's not fair. Our cameraman told me he was going to a roast duck place with his girlfriend after the show, and then she came up and totally. I thought you were just a random Mark Anthony fan. Okay. Well,
it's a duck place?
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds good for this kind of day.
We love Kamani. How long have you guys been together?
For about, I'd say, I've known him for almost a decade, 10 years. We went to high school together.
But then how did it transition into relationship status?
So he went to USC for undergrad, and I just finished up my undergrad at UC Santa Cruz, and I'm native LA. So I came down here. I got accepted to a grad program at USC, and he was just graduating.
Yeah.
We graduated the same year, and happened to live in the same apartment complex, and we kind of reconnected.
Started hanging out.
Cool.
Yeah.
So you both grew up in LA?
Yeah.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Kamani was a child actor. It's really he was like on a lot of TV shows and stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Like what?
Yeah, what show?
Modern Family.
He had like a big.
He had a whole show when he was like 5 or 7 years old.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
I feel bad asking him to film 4 years old. I feel bad asking him to film our show because it's so beneath him. But one time we just needed a filmer and he responded. Then I text him whenever we need someone. He's happy to do it. But like he's got stuff going on.
No, he's always happy to do it. He's always happy to just be behind the camera. I know he's really interested in like doing the director.
Yeah. So how? Okay, so you guys transitioned into a relationship, and everything's going well.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're like writing and want to do filmmaking?
Oh no, I'm actually a therapist.
Amazing.
Oh, you're a therapist?
Yeah.
What? Actively practicing right now?
Yeah. So I currently work at a community treatment facility.
Can you tell us the full names of some of your patients?
No, I cannot. That is against HIPAA violation, so I cannot, unfortunately.
Right. So you work with like a program. What's that?
Yes. So I work in a community treatment facility, west side on the
for
west side.
For like drugs or
for actually for children who have been sexually exploited.
Oh my God, that is so that's such incredible work. How hard is that?
It's very difficult. Definitely has its moments.
Holy shit.
I think. I remember my first day going into it, and I was given the assessments of like all these kids, like reading their stories and everything before I even met them.
Right.
And I came up to my supervisor and I was like, "Do you ever just get really sad when you work here?" And she was like, "Yes, I've worked here for 25 years, and I get that feeling. I get really extreme sadness. But at the end of the day, they are survivors. They're here and they're seeking help and they want help, and." You know, they've been through so much more than any other person can really fathom or think about.
Oh my God.
And
so
alive.
how do kids find the resources at your place?
So typically their parents or their conservators put them into the facility. So these children exhibit behaviors where they're in extreme danger to themselves and other people. So a lot of self-harm.
Oh, they live there?
Yeah, they live there.
Oh my, like for how long? Different
6 to a year, 6 months to a year. So it really depends on like their needs. I currently am working with someone who's schizophrenic. So she's been there for almost a year. And she has a very extensive trauma history. And so really the goal is to make sure that these kids are practicing safe behaviors until they can leave, so they can be reunited with their families and
what's the
go home.
age range? Like
the what is it? Age range is around 12 to 18 years old.
Fuck. So their parents find this facility and send them there because of situations that happened in their past,
or they have a extensive history with DCFS, so DCFS takes them out of their homes. And
that's the name of the company or something?
Oh no, that's a Department of Child Family Services.
That's DCFS, right?
DCFS.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, DCFS will pull them out of their homes because of other things that are going on, traumatic experiences, and they'll be either put in foster care if that doesn't work out, and they're showing these unsafe behaviors. They'll be.
Is it sometimes hard to get these kids to trust you and to open up to you? Is that kind of a big battle?
Oh, absolutely.
How do you like ease into that relationship? Like playing games and stuff?
Yeah, I play games. So
I mean, you're very charming and nice. I feel like you're a good person to have this job, but that's just like, I just can imagine someone being so shelled up and protecting themselves by necessity, and then how do you get them to open up?
I think the biggest things is like you kind of take it step by step, and you don't expect them to trust you after seeing them with one day. Since they live there, I work in the unit, I get to like go into like kind of their homes. Like I get to go in with them, and if they're getting ready for Halloween, I get to watch them dress up and
nice.
Help them dress up, and I can even bring games into the facility so their other kids can join. They have a TV and everything in there, so I'll watch shows with them. I was actually last week. One of the clients I kind of struggle connecting with a little bit, and she was watching anime, and I just walked in and just started talking to her about anime, and it turned into a larger thing. So like building rapport. I also like a lot of like childish things at heart. I love games. I love all these things. So
it's
being
like
able
easy
to exactly, yeah.
Do you need? I know like therapists all need therapy too.
Right.
Oh, for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, but especially with this, I imagine you need to like unpack a lot.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm very familiar with therapy. I've been in therapy since I was like 5 or 7 years old. So like that's actually what wanted to propel me to this field is the facility I'm working at now. I sought outpatient services with them, so I was a client of theirs when I was around 10, 15 years old.
Wow.
And right when I graduated grad school, I saw the position was open, I applied, and
Do
now
you
I'm working
share
there.
with kids that you have your own history?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Interesting.
That helps probably,
It
right?
helps, because of course they're going to see me at first and they're going to be like,
what do you know?
You don't understand what I'm going through. And I'm like, actually, no, I used to be here as a client, as a kid your age. Like, like I used to have very similar thoughts to you. And of course, I don't share that experience, but, it's you're not alone in this.
Wow, that's really powerful. I feel like everyone on the show today is like
I know.
I don't know. Really put together and smart and doing cool stuff.
I know.
And it's been really cool. Yeah. We just do podcasts, you know.
That's cool. How long have you guys been doing this?
I've been doing it for like 5.5 years, and he has his own podcast.
Oh,
that
cool.
he's been doing for a long time.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah,
Well, there we go.
subbing in.
Yeah.
But podcasting is kind of like, you know, white guys' sport. You know, it's kind of like our athleticism. It's our kind of Olympics in a way.
Yeah.
And we're excelling at the medium, and so in a way we're pretty good too, actually.
Yeah,
it's therapizing.
There we go. Exactly.
Do you have to seek out a specific kind of therapist to help you because you're a therapist helping? Like, is it like, or is any therapist helpful for you?
Any therapist, but I think now, since I'm technically my title is associate marriage and family therapist, so I'm not officially licensed yet, but I'm just getting hours until I can become licensed. I used to, when I was back in therapy, I used to see LMFT, but now I actually like seeing AMFTs. People who are on the same level as me, because I think that they can challenge me more, and they are
They're less experienced.
But they also are in the same position as me, so
they've got more to prove.
Exactly. Not even that, but it's like more so they see what I'm doing, they recognize the kind of the state I am in my life, and they also kind of have more questions, or they might say things that are like, hey, so have you ever thought about this? Like, how would you work with, if you were a client, how would you work with yourself? And I'm like, oh, I've never been asked that before. That's good to know. Okay. So I feel like they're more likely to challenge me.
That's interesting. Did you take classes in school specifically for working with kids who have suffered under this kind of a situation?
Yes. Yeah. So my entire grad program was a marriage and family therapy program.
Okay.
So I took a child and adolescence therapy. I took a specific class on trauma, and I've also been doing work with sexual assault survivors for the past 4 years, I'd say. Yeah.
Have you seen kids leave the facility, like become very chained? Like, have you seen the transition of someone coming in and then leaving, or have you not been there long enough?
I haven't been there long enough.
I'm just curious.
So I started in September, but actually when I was there a couple weeks ago, I heard like this very lively commotion in the front, and my supervisor went out and was like, oh my gosh, it's so-and-so. Like, they used to be a kid here, and they used to work here.
They came to visit.
They came to visit, and that actually happens quite often. So I haven't seen any of the kids I work with do that yet.
But
it works.
Yeah, it does.
Works. Wow. Well, thanks for doing the good work.
Yeah, thank you.
And we hope you enjoy the roast duck.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Thanks for dating Kamani. You guys are both awesome.
Thank you.
We're going to give you $1 and a sticker.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah, of course.
Love a good sticker.
Thanks for sitting down. Veronica?
Oh, Angelica.
Angelica.
Damn, I was pretty close.
All good.
You got to admit, I was pretty close.
That was pretty close.
All right, thanks, Angelica. We
Awesome.
really
Thank you
appreciate
so
it.
much.
Nice to meet you. Yeah. Bye-bye. Okay. Carey, thanks for being here today.
Oh my God, thanks for having me come.
I feel bad I didn't get to talk to you very much because everyone is so interesting.
That was like electric.
Yeah, it's so funny because I think you're so funny, and I was like, oh, it's going to be super funny and awesome to have Carey on. And we both weren't really funny because there wasn't really opportunities to be funny.
But it felt
good. Not in a bad way. No,
it's good. You don't have to always be.
It's true. You
know what I mean?
That's what I like this show. Like, I'm happy to hear someone's very real, painful, true story, and also to laugh about something.
You were like you weren't fucking funny, Carey.
No, I didn't mean that at all.
I'm kidding.
No, I just meant like.
I'm so happy. I got to walk by Kira Sedgwick and Kevin Bacon star on the Walk of Fame.
The stars.
And Carrie Russell.
It's about the stars for you.
Right here.
Yeah. And Donald Trump, and then Mark Anthony, most importantly.
Yeah.
That's the most important one to the Latino community.
But this, I live in Hollywood, and it's sometimes I'm driving and trying not to look.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I can't believe I live here. It's so.
What brought you to living in Hollywood?
Why do I live there?
Yeah.
My husband bought our place is cool.
Yeah, I know you like your place, but it's just.
He bought it right before COVID, and then I moved in, and then we were just there.
You're there now.
But
where were you before that?
West Hollywood.
Oh, West Hollywood.
In like the Russian part.
Do people in West Hollywood think like Hollywood is totally like? Is there like a divide?
There's a
Especially
class divide
in the gay community.
Yeah.
Is it a little bit like,
sure.
oh, you're in Hollywood.
Like we always when people are like, where do you live? We say we live in Hollywood, and they're all like,
can you drive a few blocks
But this
west?
makes me appreciate it more.
It's lively.
'Cause I'm like, people are cool.
People are cool. This is like the.
It is like.
It's the Times Square of
Let's not go that
of
far.
LA.
Yeah.
My friend Zed. Do you know Zed Kutzinger? Do you know him? Very funny guy. Anyway, he.
I like that name.
Yeah, he's a good guy. But he used to wear this hat all the time that was just like a Hollywood hat, like from one of these classic stores here. It just says Hollywood on it.
Yeah.
And when I went to New York, I was like, I thought a really funny gift for him would be like a Times Square hat, a hat that just said Times Square. Could not find it. I went to like 15 gift shops, and they're like, that doesn't exist.
Wow.
Like it's Times Square is a big thing, but everything says New York City or New York or something. Nothing says Times Square. You just like can't get a hat that says Times Square.
Because Times Square is like a slice of hell.
I know.
But it does inspire awe.
Yeah, but you can.
Hollywood doesn't inspire awe.
Well, maybe to people that I don't know. People have been awing at the.
But I feel awe.
You're in awe now.
I'm a little bit in awe right now, and it makes me appreciate LA more.
So if someone doesn't listen,
I've learned so much from being on Podcast But
That's
Outside.
true. Hey, we've learned a lot about life.
If someone doesn't
listen to Vanderpump Rules or watch it rather, can they still enjoy your podcast?
Yeah.
You guys have transcended the medium at this point.
Yeah,
Or the
it's
hook.
like the way in.
The way in. Because all the clips I see seem to be not really about that.
Yeah,
just about anything.
we talk about everything. We talk about my friend Laura Marie Shane Hall's. It's her podcast. I came on as like a guest host. And then I sort of just
on.
like I was an interloper.
Kind of like me and Paulie.
Yeah. But yeah, we just talk about whatever's happening. Like, there's a lot happening right now. We just talk about. Like,
they're both really
news.
funny, and yeah, go check it out.
Yeah.
Sexy Unique Podcast.
Sexy Unique Podcast.
Based on Sexy Unique Restaurant.
Yes.
The restaurant that Vanderpump Rules.
Still open.
Is still open. Is it good, the food?
No, it's the worst restaurant in America.
How many times have you eaten there?
Like 5 times. It is the worst restaurant.
Really?
In California.
Why can't they do a good job? But it must be really popular anyway.
They make so much money.
It doesn't matter.
It's like Disney World.
Right.
It's literally like.
It doesn't have to be quality.
Can I tell you? It is. Please go and like you better hope to God that you don't
get
like
sick.
succumb.
Succumb to the vibe, or just die?
All things.
Oh wow!
The last time I was there were 3 different songs playing at once, and the lights were flickering on and off like a haunted house. It was full. Like, it is a absolute piece of shit.
Was there an event recently where Cher was there? Or was that just next door?
That was at the Abbey.
Okay, next door, yeah. We happened to be doing our podcast there that night.
Really?
Yeah.
Then I was there.
That's when we saw the guy from
Peter.
Peter.
Well,
Peter walked by that night.
You would have seen me.
We were right in front of Islands, the bar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Or Beaches.
Beaches. Yeah, Beaches. Same thing.
Peter. Beaches. The sad thing about Peter is he's been on Vanderpump Rules since the beginning, and he's like been a pretty like major supporting like in the mix.
But
like,
he just doesn't have it.
But the sad thing is that after Scandival, which was the season that
I heard about that
rocked the world. It was the 9/11 of Bravo.
The Vanderpump community.
This man who's been on the show for 12 years now or 10 years, whatever. They said you can come back, but you won't get paid.
I heard
they
that.
offered him $0.
Oh yeah, and Maddox told me that. That's crazy.
Yeah, and so like, I mean, for him to, such an insult.
He's doing it though.
Well, no, he didn't. He was like, no, so he wasn't on the last season. But now I
he's
think
back apparently.
He got the last laugh because
he's the last person
because he's still the manager.
So he's the only person still on the show.
I think he lives at Sir.
Do any of the people still on the show still work at Sir?
No.
Okay.
I mean. Well, now they will.
So now it's just a new cast of people who work at Sir. So, okay, in case you're not familiar with the show, the show was based on a woman who was on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, right? Okay. And she owned a restaurant, Sir.
She owned several.
Okay, but Sir is the one where everyone who worked there became the stars of a reality show, right?
Yes. So the way-in was Brandi Glanville, who's a Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, was having an affair with, her ex-husband, Eddie Cibrian, was having an affair with Sheena Shea, who's a big member of the Vanderpump cast.
Got it.
So Brandi confronted Sheena, and it became,
and then
Sheena was like, "All right, gotta get back to work," and then got up, and the camera followed her through the kitchen doors, and then that was
the intro to the show.
An iconic transition.
Wow, and then your life was changed in a way.
Yeah.
And then now they're basically, maybe because everyone's become too famous, they're quitting, firing everyone, and now it's a new cast of people who work at the restaurant.
We say this: the show can't be good if everyone's doing well.
That's true. You need people to be struggling.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They need to be like living in shithole apartments with like vertical blinds.
Yes.
Do they want to come on?
Yeah. I think. Do you want to sit down? 5 minutes? No. Okay. No problem. Thank you so much. Okay. Well, check it out. Sexy Unique Podcast. You're on tour. You got a live show. 2025 is looking good for you?
So far.
Okay.
What about you?
I think so. I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be good for me.
Yeah.
I had the. I think it's going to be really good. And congratulations on getting married. What, like
Thank
a year
you.
or two?
A year and a half ago. Yeah.
Yeah. How? Anything different? Same. A little better?
Security.
Security.
A spiritual security.
And your husband's a talented artist?
He is.
Visual artist?
He's amazing.
That's cool. It's cool to have a partner that kind of works in a similar world but is different.
It's amazing because he doesn't know anything about like he now through me he does, but like we're always interested in what each other do. Like we were not competitive.
Yes. My girlfriend's a music supervisor.
Are you gonna get married?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
probably not to her, but eventually.
That's a cool job. That's like the coolest job.
I'm kidding
ever.
when I just said probably not to her, by the way. That was a joke. She.
That's like the coolest job I can think of.
That's what everyone thinks.
That sets the mood for everything.
Yeah. You
have to be really.
Yeah, she's got very good taste, and you
have to know how to tell a story.
Yes.
So you're like a story. She's a storyteller.
She's a storyteller, as are we all.
Am I getting $1?
You're gonna get $1 on a sticker, Carey. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We hope you get to drink Diet Coke into 2025.
I thought you were like, give it back to me.
No, I was just pointing out your Diet Coke. I hope this lasts next year.
Through the purge.
And thanks for watching and listening, everyone. We really appreciate you all, and it was really fun. All right, bye-bye. Shout out Mark Anthony. What a great podcast to listen to. Still under this bridge. I'm thinking about leaving the bridge. I don't know. It might be a little crazy, but okay, I'm no longer under a bridge. Now I'm actually at the beach. I had no idea that's where I was. Thanks for watching or listening. I got some guest co-hosts lined up. Let me know if there's anyone in the comments who you specifically would like to see. I've reached out to some big people. I was thinking of getting Jar Jar Binks on to co-host with me. Misa do podcast. Just a good idea. Don't know why Jar Jar hasn't done a podcast. I feel like if you were kind of famous in the early 2000s, at this point you have your own podcast, and that's pretty much Jar Jar Binks. So it's weird that he hasn't delved into that realm. Maybe he's got family money or something, doesn't need to work. But I think he should do podcasting. Okay. Bye-bye. I'll be back in 2 weeks with another podcast episode of this show. Bye-bye.
It's all over the world. It's a podcast but outside.
Don't allow yourself to go down too fast.
I won't.
Because that's going to be something that a lot of the women, they want to make it last.
Oh, so it was about that. Okay, interesting.
That was a HeadGum podcast.